That, that's a Game Boy.
Whoa. Technical
Difficulty.
Sorry, guys.
We're experiencing issues.
I don't
It
even have
happens.
the right intro here as far as I can tell. So, yeah, I don't know what's up with that. It messed up.
Well,
We're just going to play the normal intro. So, sorry, guys.
Legion of Creators.
Hey, buddy. Eyes up here.
Legion of Creators.
I understood that reference.
All right.
there we go.
We found it. Hey, guys. Welcome to Legion of Creators, episode 42 on December 19th, 2025. We're going to be talking
sir.
about, what are we going to be talking about?
Welcome to Dairy.
Welcome to
Dairy.
Dairy Finale.
Fallout
Fall-
Season 2 and Season 1, just a little bit. And, what's the other thing? Doomsday trailers.
Doomsday stuff, crazy stuff going
leaks,
on. Yeah.
Just, theories. We'll just, dive in on some superhero talk. Why not? So,
Gotta do it.
maybe we jump into Fallout first, because
Since it's
Dairy
fresh.
is a
Yeah.
finale as well, so it's better to kind of hold off on that, I think, right?
Mhm.
So Fallout Season 2, a lot of us are really fresh on it. Like I just watched it.
I just
Literally,
watched it.
Yeah, we both just finished it like 20 minutes before the episode, and I think kind of watched Season 1 and 2 like the other day.
Yeah, literally
Yeah.
yesterday.
So it's pretty fresh, and I even just rewatched season, what was it? Like half of Season 1 yesterday, and like I put on episode 5 just as background noise, and it was the scene with Maximus pretending to be Knight Titus with his squire, and he's like branding him, and it's just such a like good scene. I like it so much. I was watching it for like 1 minute, just like putting it on in the background, and I ended up not doing what I was gonna go do, and I sat there and watched the rest of Season 1 because I was just like, wow, like I
Sucks
forgot
you
how
in.
I forgot how good Season 1 was. I do think it takes a little bit to get going.
It is a
But-
slow build up. It's
Once you
but
get like
it's worth
halfway
it.
through, it starts getting real good. It's like really, it's when Walton Goggins' character starts realizing that something else might be going on, I think is when it really starts to pick up. It's like B plot line, here we go. If we're gonna talk Season 2, one thing I find interesting about it is like the fact I kind of thought we were done with Walton Goggins. That's the ghoul, if you're not sure of his name. The cowboy like character. I wasn't sure we were going to get more of his like, back from the past. I kind of thought that would be, we led up to where we were. But I like what they're doing now, where it's like, okay, now it's about Robert House. And we're going to learn about Robert House and what, because they're doing the whole New Vegas thing. But they haven't called it New Vegas. I found that interesting too, where they're still just calling it Las Vegas. And that's fine. Like even Lucy calls it Las Vegas, and it's been 200 years, like since it was Las Vegas. You know what I mean? But it makes sense. But I just thought it was interesting. You guys want
just used to it.
Open up on some thoughts?
I'll say. I mean, I literally know nothing full detail of the games, but I think the show itself, is just overall good. And also, what really got me into it is Ella Purnell. I really love her as an actress. She's in another show that I like. And I think
She's Lucy?
Yes, she's Lucy.
Okay.
And I think she's such a good main character, and it's really fun
for sure.
seeing such a very kind-hearted person against literally these atrocities or horrible people due to, whatever other things that they're going through. Um, and like we said earlier, it has a slow build up, but that's fine. I don't really think that's like a negative. I think that just serves its purpose more. Of getting like once it gets there, it really gets there.
Sure.
And also because I literally watched the last 2 episodes of season 1 and then started episode 1 of season 2, I thought it just flowed so naturally into it. It's like they merged
does.
perfectly
Yeah.
rather than it's a separate season beginning.
As someone who just finished season 1, like I love how it picks up right after, especially with Hank's son being locked in that like area with Bud as a brain, which I also love.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to see what happens with that now. The whole vault's about to, like go into a roar, which is
Right.
awesome
That'd be
because
interesting.
like where season 1 was a builder, a little bit, and then like you kind of got your payoff halfway through to the rest is how I feel.
Yeah.
Season 2 is just like, all right, here's what we're doing and let's go. Like Robert House, Las Vegas, Chips, Hank's trying to fix things, make it worse for everyone. The vault's about to get worse. Like, I feel like it's all about to pop off like really fast, which is really exciting. I feel like there's going to be a lot to this season. Why don't you dive in, Joe?
It's gonna be jam packed. I really liked season 1. I'm liking this as a as a beginning to the season. I'm really enjoying all the characters that we're seeing their stories continue from last season. And I mean, I'm not an expert, but I have a decent history with the games. I enjoy the games. And I always liked the New Vegas stuff. So I think this season I'm really gonna like because of how they're diving into it and still kind of just the idea of I still love the idea of how we're headed into the Las Vegas world now and like exploring things. And I'm glad we still have more backstory with the Ghoul because I loved Walton Goggins in season 1, and I love his attitude in this episode. I really like what they're doing here, the way they're building things up. We didn't see all our characters that we were expecting to see, but there's a few that I'm sure they're saving for the rest of the episodes in the arc. But our main ones, few of the main ones that we saw last season from the vault, and seeing the Ghoul and Lucy on their adventures, and the dog still with them. I think that's pretty fun.
I love that.
I like the sequence when Lucy is on top of the dinosaur statue, trying to just how to take out.
I love having that dinosaur statue just like in it in general. It's a great New Vegas like landmark essentially. Like, it's one of the early spots in that game that you go to, which is really cool to see it in the show.
I love Lucy even just in this world trying to reason with like the most scumbag, horrible people in the world. Like she's like, yeah, come on, we're just gonna take this, and for our survival, everything's gonna be okay. And they just are like, nope.
I really appreciate Lucy as a character with her development. Is like, yes, she has learned that she can't always do the nice way to survive in things, but it's still, I find it realistic that she didn't go I don't trust anyone anymore overnight and become like the rest of everybody else that she meets, who are very kind of selfish people for their own gain. And she still tries to not necessarily see the good in, I mean, I guess kind of see the good in people, but also just trying to be more reasonable and always trying to, when she can, try to take the less violent way out. And I think you can tell that in this episode, because not only did she go on that ramble of like, oh, plan A, plan B, plan C, but like once obviously talking didn't work, she goes straight into violence. So it's not, she's no longer afraid of doing that anymore, which I think shows the development, but also she's still true to herself as a person still.
Yeah, good old character progression.
Real quick to the chat. Hey everybody, what's going on? Underground Retro Dog Lover, what up?
Welcome.
Retro, yeah, it's a little bit of spoilers, so sorry, but you should be caught up, bro. You haven't watched Fallout? You haven't watched Welcome to Derry? What's up?
You know what this is?
Yeah.
What were you? I'm sorry. What was the very last thing you just said, Joe?
Oh, I was just talking about just how I was commenting on what Kenna said about the character progression. I really
Oh,
like
right.
how she
Um,
they developed these characters in a way.
So one thing, like, I don't know, like that's the only scene that bothered me a little bit in this episode where I'm just like, Lucy, just shoot the freaking gun. You know what I mean? Just freaking help the dude. You know what I mean? Like, cause he's sitting there like choking out and everything. And it just like I get she wants to like be nice and everything. But like I just feel like she's learned a little more than to like hesitate like that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's just a little thing. But
I get that in
it's
that specific situation where he's
right.
literally hanging. I get that,
Yeah.
but
You know, I kind of got the feeling it wasn't that it's about Lucy and who she is as much as it was like they're butting heads, or she's not liking him and she wants him to like suffer for a little bit, or she wasn't even sure she wanted to shoot him down. It's kind of the feeling I got at the very beginning. I mean, obviously once she starts talking, that changes a little bit, you know,
Mhm.
like but then when you get later in the episode and he tells her, plug the thing in, and he's like pretty rude about it, but like it's a small little thing, you can kind of see that they are butting heads a bit, and when it comes to their personalities, they couldn't be more opposite, right?
Mhm.
So like I kind of feel like that scene is playing into that a little bit. See, and I just like he's pissed at her after that. You know what I mean? Like, and I would be too. And it's like, are you partners? Like, it gave me a weird feeling of like, I think something is bothering Lucy underneath it all. If it's gonna be part of like what they're doing with them, like I'd like to see that. And I got that little bit of a feeling. That might not be what it is. You know what I mean? It could just be
Mhm.
that they're just trying to show that side of her personality. But
It's also the very first episode.
I know.
So it's like, well, we have like, well, what if it's this and this and this? And it's like, well, we'll see later
Right.
soon,
Mhm.
hopefully, in the
I
next
think
episode.
that's the hardest part about trying to review the first episodes of a show, I
Right.
think. Right, because like you haven't had time for the development. You haven't had time to get these stories really rolling yet. You kind of
We literally
gotta,
just started. Yeah.
yeah.
Really
But
underground.
I'm still surprised though, because I really feel it's gonna get going quick. Like
It will.
I think Robert House could even be in the next episode. I think we're gonna deal with all these people coming out of their what is it, the frozen
Cryopod.
cryogenically,
Cryogenetic. Yeah.
like I think things are gonna move fast, and I think a lot is gonna happen, and I know I already said that.
No, you're right.
Just saying it
um
again just to make sure, because I couldn't remember if I said it already.
I mean, Bud in the Bud in the as a brain, just like rolling around as like a Roomba. I absolutely love that so much. I want to see like more of that, or like I don't know. I feel like Bud is gonna come back in a big way, and we just don't know it yet.
Mm.
That's just a guess of mine. You know what I mean? Like Bud's gonna get a human body again at some point, I think, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I could see that. I could
You
see
got
them
anything?
doing.
You got anything else, Joe, for Fallout?
Trying to think. Did I have any other? Oh yeah. I like how post now beginning of season 2 after season 1. I can't remember what her name is, but I like how the eye patch lady is taking charge of everything.
Dude, I
No.
feel
She's
bad for
bad
Chet.
news. Yeah, she's
Feel-
bad news,
I
dude.
feel bad for Chet.
Yep.
Oh
And
my
like,
God.
why? Chet's either such a coward, or there is something that she can do that we don't know that he's afraid of.
Yeah.
Who knows? She definitely seems. Yeah, she's doing things. She's a bad person. She's got an eye patch. You know what I mean?
It's the
But,
trend, man. The eye patch means danger.
Yeah, I do
it's
feel
crazy.
bad for Chet. It's not my baby. That's not my wife. I don't have a family. Like, all right.
Oh, dude, the scene is like, are you gonna name the baby? And she's like, you do that.
Yeah,
And
she
it's like,
calls-
or how about Chet Jr.? And he's like, it's kind of a personal thing. That was my grandpa. And she's like, shut up. I know. she.
Like, and
And
she
he's like, fine,
refers to
Chet
the
Jr. It
baby
is.
as it. And he's
Yeah,
like,
she
well, he or she.
And then
I
she's
forget
like,
what-
it.
Oh my god. And I love like some of the small things that they're doing with the vaults, I absolutely love because like vault life is like our life essentially. You know, we don't live the wasteland life of chaos. We live what the vaults are trying to base like our society off of, right? And it's like you have this old dude being like, yeah, I'm so used to everything being the opposite way. And like complaining about something that you cannot fix. You know what I mean? Like that's such a modern day society thing. And I absolutely love seeing that in the vault culture. And
Yeah,
she's just
yeah, I
like,
love that. I thought that was great.
and like, you know, the other guy is like, you know, I do have a PhD in event planning and knocks over the thing. Like, oh, so great. I love those little
Oh,
parts.
the other bit where like that lady was like, it was like her family is just full of incest. She's like my cousin, my fourth
he's-
cousin's or second cousin. Like, so I was like, and the poor guy is just like, I never studied genetics, so I don't really know. And she's like, well, and my cousin, blah, blah, blah. Like she's, yeah,
Is that
it's
you
really
think where
funny. The
my
vault
dust
people,
allergy comes from?
yeah.
When a
I
normal
like the
person gets a
meeting about
hangnail.
I like the meeting where they're like, so no so no couples in the vault here, and then the one guy's like trying to shut it down, like that's not what I was saying.
Or
Like-
the two young people in the group just leave.
Yeah, that was
They're just
hilarious.
like, all right. Yeah, no, it's good. I enjoyed it. I probably gonna play some Fallout real soon, to be honest. Like I probably
You're gonna
start
play
up
it
with
tonight when we all go to bed. It's fun.
maybe Fallout 3 or New Vegas, one or the other, definitely. I never played 4. I'll have to play that one. I just saw there's even a VR version.
Of course there
Interesting.
is. For a lot of
Yeah,
things.
I feel like we're all pretty wrapped on Fallout. We're excited to see where the season goes. I'm curious to see what happens.
Oh, for sure.
It's really hard
Oh,
to
yeah.
really feel like where things are because it is a premiere and you just don't know where things are going to go yet. Like there's general ideas, but like we got to wait and
Right.
see.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I mean, if I haven't actually played too much in New Vegas. When I did play it back in the day, I played all the way up to when you can finally go into the casinos because you had to like do a certain thing to be able to get access into the actual casinos in the game. And like I did every single side mission up to that point. And when I finally got to that point, I just stopped playing. I don't know what it was.
Finished it, but it's been a long time.
Yeah. I hear it's
Like,
great, man. You know.
Oh, it's a
so-
great game. It's a great game. I remember it vaguely, but I'll probably replay it eventually.
And before we move on, I will say, just to keep it on Fallout for one last thing, with Bethesda, who makes the Fallout games, they've already announced a Fallout 5. And I'm over here like, what? I just think Bethesda's fallen off a bit as a company. And Fallout 4, I feel like, doesn't hit the same heights as 3 or New Vegas. Not that I've played them in their entirety, but that's the vibe and feeling I get. Bethesda, their last game is Starfield, man, and it's like bad. It's like really bad. There's like good physics to it, and there's some good like actual building to the game, but the story could not be more boring. And like you take like Elder Scrolls dynamics and Fallout dynamics, right? Where you're talking to all these NPCs, you're making decisions, quests get changed because of decisions you make. That shit like barely exists in Starfield, and that's their newest game. And it's just like, really, I'm not impressed whatsoever. Incredibly disappointed by it. The fact that they're announcing a Fallout 5 during production of Elder Scrolls 7 makes no sense. Like, you know, it's
Yeah,
just
like the priorities don't seem to be right.
and these companies aren't what they were 20 years ago. That's the other thing.
Truth.
You know what I mean?
Truth.
Like the same people aren't working there. It just runs differently. Like literally, I watched a video about Fallout 3 and one of the game developers that worked on it a while ago, and he was talking about how why video games aren't as good as they used to be was because when he worked there would be a whiteboard, and whatever issues the game had at that time, like whatever bugs, whatever needed to be touched up, fixed, they would write on the whiteboard, and everybody would know, okay, we got to work on these things. These are our priorities. We got to get these done, make this game good, right? Nowadays, he says, same guy working at the same, like, I think it was the same studio. I'm not totally sure of that. It's saying, like, you cannot do that anymore because everyone will cry about it. Like, you can if you put my name up on that board, I will quit. I will quit because everybody will know it's my problem. Everybody will know it's my fault, and everybody will come and bother me about it.
Oh my
We're
gosh.
just kind of snowflakes now. Like, not that I'm a Republican or anything, but like, it's just
the
people,
lack of
like,
taking criticism anymore.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
And it's just like, where's the teamwork and where's the everybody just can't be singled out and like they can't handle it, or it's like, I don't know. There's the community, everybody's got like I don't even know how to pinpoint. I don't even know how to pinpoint what I'm trying to say.
I'm still
But-
here. I just went and got some ice cream because I was hungry. So
Some
Ice cream.
and cake.
yeah.
Did you get
Dog
cake with your ice
lover. What kind of ice cream?
Oh, Reese's peanut butter cup.
What? I'm
cream? Oh yeah, those are good.
I'm a pistachio guy myself. If you give me some pistachio ice cream, I'm in heaven.
Well, go get it then.
Ooh.
I guess I'll go. See you
All
later.
right,
I'm
bye,
driving to the
everyone.
store. I'll be right back.
Oh, you don't have it on hand? That's too bad.
No. So
You better
I
make
think-
it from scratch. You should make
right.
your own ice cream from
I'll go get
scratch.
some cream then. Hold on.
And pistachios.
So I think that'll do it on Fallout. We can move over to why don't we do Marvel and just
Yeah,
save
Marvel.
Okay.
Dairy for the end, seeing it's a finale,
Mm-hmm.
So Joe, I think you're the one with the meat on this subject.
I got the insight.
You got the ice
Oh.
cream.
Yeah.
Yes, that too.
He's got the scoop.
That's a good one. I got the scoop. Yeah. So we had a crazy week, guys. So apparently it was Leak Palooza around here because apparently Kevin Feige and Bob Iger are like, oh no, they're talking about the Supergirl trailer and the Game Awards, and that they talked. The only Marvel thing that they talked about during the Game Awards was Deadpool and Rivals, and Rivals is so much better than what the MCU is doing right now. So it's like, I don't know if we can allow that. So, so they're like, so Feige's like, you know what? Leak it all. Forget about this Avatar screening. Just release it. Even if it's low quality, let people make their little AI skits, whatever you need to do. Just drop it all. Because we need to be the center of the conversation. This is our month. December 2025 is going to be our marketing month. I want my kid to be happy about my shit for a change because my kid says Rivals is better. And so it just makes me sad. It just makes me
It's
sad.
funny.
Dude, I would be rich if I made more Kevin Feige skits, I swear.
should
No, but so we got so we started the dealio with the thing that's now in theaters is that's right, ladies and gentlemen, because you general casual audience that never picked up a comic book, Marvel doesn't care about Reed Richards. They don't care about the Thunderbolts. They don't care about Shang-Chi. No, because you guys didn't support them. Now we got to go back and get the big three again. Now we got to go pull Chris Evans out of retirement because you guys didn't want to support new Marvel. You said, no, we'll watch No Way Home, and then we're just not going to do anything. So thanks for that, guys, because we can't get new and interesting characters now because of you guys. Now we have to go back to what worked. So
well, that's on Kevin Feige, bro.
I know. I know.
Like, yeah, it's his fault for rushing into all of this. You know
But
what
it's
I mean?
also the general audience fault for not going and supporting and caring. Like,
but again, I truly believe that completely falls on him because
Yeah.
he
Right.
is the reason. It is his fault that people lost interest because they decided to move to new characters so fast and new characters that people did not care about. You know what I mean? Shang-Chi, you
That's
can
fair.
say Shang-Chi and you can stand up for that, but like, I like Ironheart, but people don't want to see Ironheart. People don't want to see.
I also think
like-
the biggest issue is like the TV shows. Like we're meeting these characters through their TV shows, which is not a bad idea to really flesh them out. But the problem is of how fast they came out. Because
Yep.
immediately, like I swear, like I don't. It started off with WandaVision, then it was Winter Soldier and Falcon, and then it was what was the like Hawkeye, and then all of a sudden it's Miss Marvel, it's Agatha all along, it's Ironheart. It's Echo, which I did like, and then I watched Daredevil Born Again, and that's pretty decent. But also, it's like the only reason why Daredevil works is because we are familiar with him already. We know what we're
Mhm.
getting into with Daredevil. But
Right.
unfortunately for like Miss Marvel or even Ironheart and Echo, which I
Kate
really liked
Bishop.
Echo.
Sure.
It just like they just didn't get the proper attention. I also feel like I also feel like it's okay for a big company, I think, and a big franchise to make mistakes. And I think there are some things where it is better to retcon or just ignore the thing that happened. But I also feel like with some of these mistakes that they're choosing to just sweep under the rug, I think it would be better if they just owned up and then they just continued with whatever mistakes and just push through and somehow improve. Hagatha, well, Agatha was okay. It was an okay show, but again, still nothing. I mean, it just feels so random. And like, well, what does this serve to the grander story? Not. It introduces us Wiccan, which is a major character in the Young Avengers. But the thing is, like, well, are they gonna do the Young Avengers? Well, kind of, yeah, with Wiccan and Kate Bishop and Miss Marvel. But then they're also
Probably.
doing the Thunderbolts, which is the new Avengers. And then there's, Sam as the new Captain America. They just have so many things that they're trying to juggle with, and it doesn't work, especially I think the biggest issue is that even though these Avengers teams have coexisted before in the comics at the same time, the way that the MCU is writing them, it mushes too much together and it gets confusing a bit. If I were, even if I was like a random citizen in the MCU universe, I would feel like confused by, so there's two Avengers teams. There's the new Avengers there's the Young Avengers and then there's the new Avengers, but they're different, but they're both the Avengers. Oh, and then there's the Fantastic Four.
Well, if,
and,
it,
there's,
if it
and
makes
then
you
there's
feel
the
any
X-Men.
better, there is a new nickname for Sam Wilson's Avengers among fans.
Oh yeah.
Sam Wilson's team is now the Copycat Avengers
Nah.
because, or not
Are they
copycat,
all though? Aren't all the new
copyright, copyright, because he's claiming that Thunderbolts, aka the new Avengers, stole his thing. So
I feel like
he's-
that makes sense though,
Yeah.
because imagine you are trying to take on one of the biggest mantles ever, right? And then all of a sudden you have Bucky, and everybody else, Yelena, like just these new people. Also, even the other guy who tried to take on the Captain America mantle from you on some new Avengers team, and you're not a part of it. I feel like it's kind of reasonable for him to be upset. What else I was gonna say? It's just messy, and I just wish they would slow down. Because, and also another thing that I felt like, again, with like just pushing through with their bad decisions and trying to make it better, I personally tried to get into the Miss Marvel show. I could not get into it. But I watched the Marvels movie, and I thought she was great in that movie. I really liked her in that movie. And I think it just hurts these new characters because they're pushing them into TV shows right after the other, and that also doesn't help the general audience or any of fans trying to get into their shows, because now it feels like a chore to watch them. And that's probably my biggest issue with the Miss Marvel show, is that I probably would have liked it. I probably would have continued it, but it was just smack dab in the middle of like everything else that was going on, that I just could not have the energy for it, because I'm like,
I
this
feel
feels
that.
like homework.
So someone had a comment for me in the stream, so I'm gonna answer that real quick. One of my people from my rivals team came in here.
My people.
Yeah, so yeah, I guess since you're in here, my friend, if we really want to hit, you're such a good Daredevil that you were helping me out. I might run a little comp before going to bed with you after the stream.
Oh yeah, Joe's like, I'm going to bed after this.
Ooh, I'm about to make a
Story of
name
my
for
life.
myself here.
It's the story of my life. At this point, I have a problem. I've accepted I have an issue. It's okay. I'm determined to get those skins with my last breath. So it's
Hey,
okay.
I love it.
So
I've been
no,
really
but yeah,
into Rivals again. I think I took a little break from it. You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
and now I actually really want to play again. Because like
Well,
before
if you want to come back and play with us after, you're welcome always, Luke. So,
sure.
it sounds like I'm gonna be hopping back on. And this guy, dude, just before we get back to the main
This
Marvel
guy.
things, I want to try to Kenneth. This guy in the chat that says he was the Daredevil that played with me yesterday. I'm pretty good at Daredevil. This guy, they should give him the crown because
He's the real
this
Matt
guy
Murdock.
yesterday had, I think it was like 73 in comp, and like I think he only died maybe twice, but
Damn, dude.
it was
Is that
crazy.
possible?
Yeah, man, this
Yeah.
dude's a beast. He's a beast. He
That's
plays other
crazy.
characters too, but he's a really good Daredevil.
Top
But yeah,
500.
500.
Can he carry me? Like-
Probably.
like
He probably
Dog
could
Butler?
carry you.
Can I be Diamond 3 in a couple days?
Is Dog Lover Diamond 3?
Yeah.
Yes.
He got carried by a top 500 player.
Oh, that's why. Okay.
Yeah. And it's hilarious. Because he's terrible.
That's funny.
He's so bad at it.
Yeah, so I think the thing is, yeah, so the whole general audience thing is weird, but in general, I don't know about how you guys feel about it, because I know we saw him as Human Torch in Deadpool and Wolverine, but I'm personally, the Russo brothers are back. I'm all in. I'm like, yes, we're gonna get some of the new characters that those of us that did support some of the better projects. I'm excited to see some of the other characters that we've established and continue their stories. But I'm also kind of, in the sense with No Way Home. With No Way Home, you had the Spider-Man come in, and they come in for these little, like, blink and you'll miss it, little segment cameos, right? At least in this movie, when you're bringing back the big dogs, they're, like, in it. They're not just, hey, look at me, I'm Captain America, I'm here for 5
Right.
minutes. And, like, I like that they're going to get a story, that they're back, and it's not as simple as, hey, let's go and take Old Man Cap, pull him out of the timeline, bring him back in the fold. Hey, oh yeah, let's go just resurrect Iron Man because we can. Like, they actually have a good reason for why and how they're using these characters.
In a way,
think that's cool.
this excites me a lot. Like,
Yeah.
because okay, so they were using all these characters, making all these characters popular that like weren't the forefront of Marvel, really, right? And it's like when you think of Marvel, you think of Captain America, you think of
Yep.
Thor, you think of all the Spider-Man, Daredevil, all these main front characters. And when you take them all out and you make these side ones like big, obviously you're gonna like lose interest from
And
people.
one thing I'm really
because-
looking forward to is, even though there's a lot of people, when Chris Evans teaser came out, a lot of people that actually generally want to see Sam Wilson get to shine, a lot of people were all butthurt about it. But the thing that's really interesting is, just because Chris Evans is coming back to the MCU does not, it says at the end of the teaser, Steve Rogers will return, not Captain America. So
That's true.
I can see a scene where, and they did this in the comics, it was really good, where Sam Wilson was wearing his Captain America
Nomad.
suit in the comics. What did you say?
Nomad.
Nomad. They could
They
do
got
Nomad.
And and I think they got to follow up on that, because one of my gripes from the previous part of the MCU, as much as Phase 3 was lit or hype, whatever you want to call it. I don't know when it says lit anymore, but whatever. But so one of the things I really loved about Infinity War was, I was kind of bummed because I know there's a time jump between Infinity War and Endgame, but I felt like we just got Nomad and he was awesome. And then we get to Endgame, it's like, oh yeah, let's get the scale Captain America suit from the end. This is the end of times. Let me just shave my beard and just become Captain America again, since Tony and I are friends now. I would have rather just kept Nomad. I think he was cool. Like I get we needed Captain America, but like, I really am mad that all the Disney Plus shows, I don't know if you guys know about the behind the scenes for this, but a lot of ideas for this movie came from a show that the Russos were developing for Disney Plus. They were working on a Nomad show, and they couldn't crack the code. They couldn't get the
code
show-
was Captain America.
yeah, they couldn't do it. But I was super intrigued by it because it was going to be like, it was going to start with Cap going back with the Stones and having a conversation with the Red Skull. And I was really intrigued by that idea. what's that conversation gonna be like? I mean, you were my enemy for years. Now you're the keeper of these stones. It would have been really interesting to see how that played out. But regardless, what I love about this is, oh, go ahead, Luke.
I also just love to see the change of Marvel. So like so people complain about all these smaller characters becoming the bigger characters, right? And like regardless of female representation and all that, right? Just like I say minor characters becoming major characters, right? And like Marvel kills characters off. They come back. This happens. You know what I mean? It doesn't normally all happen at once with multiple main characters, but I mean, it's an idea. You know what I mean? And like, I wouldn't be surprised, like at some point in the Marvel comics, that something similar could have happened. So I'm not saying it did. You know what I mean? But like, where your mainstay heroes were the ones that took the back seat for a little while. You know what I mean? And if Marvel can return in the MCU with, you know, your mainstays back in the big screen, back on like the forefront of Marvel, then like that could be huge. And that could be cool in retrospect of, okay, yeah, Marvel wasn't great then, but actually they did kind of do some cool stuff here for a little bit. Like,
I mean, I think that's kind of
really give credit.
You have your kind of, I feel like phase 4 and 5, we hit some roadblocks. We kind of like, and I feel like the MCU's kind of gone to the thing where, like, for me, it wasn't totally back. But when I watched Deadpool and Wolverine for the first time, and I started I'm not gonna lie, I was guilty of the jangling keys getting in my face a little bit, because I was like, okay, Chris Evans is Human Torch is a piece of shit. I'm here for it. Okay, okay, Gambit. Oh, Wesley Snipes is here after No Way Home, and like, is this it? Are we back? And then no, we weren't back yet. But you know, I don't know.
That Ryan Reynolds should have a hand in helping make these movies. I'm not. I think so
too.
Because he understands these characters. That's the thing.
I was telling earlier that he's working on a new kind of X-Force movie that he's like producing.
He'll kill it. Ryan Reynolds cares about the characters. He does. It's really clear. You know what I mean? And the jokes that are made in those, while it's not all written by him or anything like that, like they're great. You know, like they understand what Marvel really kind of is better than a lot of other franchises.
Yeah, he knows how to push the boundaries and how to get what people
like
want.
Spider-Man, they don't understand Spider-Man fully. I don't care. You know what I mean? Like Tom Holland Spider-Man is way too tied to Iron Man. Like I'm gonna blow up Flash Thompson by accident. There's just things that are like so un-Spider-Man like in these.
That's why the good news is that with this new movie, since to be honest, the biggest issue, and I know that writers take a lot of blame and writers are what messes a lot of things up. But I will be honest, while I did like his work in Skeleton Crew, I fully blame John Watts with what happened for the Spider-Man movies. Because if you look at his vision, you look at what he thought Spider-Man was and what his work is as a director, it's his fault.
I agree, actually. While they're still good in a quality way, like he doesn't care about the actual journey of Spider-Man so much as he does trying to tell the story he's trying to tell.
And like what I like is when you bring in like Dustin Daniel Cretton, just from this little leaked teaser that we're going to talk about in a minute. This is going to feel like a true Spider-Man movie where you're like, oh, what is going on? I froze, I think. Oh, crap. That's real weird. But, yeah, I feel like I got to fix this 1 sec. It's being annoying.
Just try to restart your camera. No worries.
Yeah, let me reset it. It was just being weird. But, so, like, I feel like here we're finally, even with the exception of, like, a Hulk team-up, we're truly getting that Hulk and that we're getting that Hulk, Spider-Man, and Punisher team-up stuff, but you're also going to get to see, you know, we're hearing that the Hand's in this thing. We're getting ninjas. We're hearing we're getting street-level crime bosses, villains. That's the Spider-Man shit we were promised.
Is he still making this, John Watts?
No, it's Dustin Daniel Cretton that did Shang-Chi.
Oh, cool.
They changed it because apparently Watts was supposed to come back and do Fantastic Four before the guy that ended up doing Fantastic Four, and then he turned that down.
I think he would have killed that. No, I think he would have killed that.
Well, yeah, he probably would have killed Fantastic Four. He could have done it. I think
think he
his
would've.
style of directing would have been good. But I think they got a good guy for
Oh, they
Fantastic
did.
Four. I think they
Fantastic
really
Four is a
nailed
great
that.
movie. But I also like we're talking about kind of get ready because we're getting ready for the end of the year. So favorite movies, favorite TV shows, all that kind of stuff.
Oh boy.
But like I really like I can't put Fantastic Four in my top 3 over Superman simply because I just don't, as much as I find it to be like a better movie, I find Superman to be a better superhero movie. I don't find Fantastic Four to be that rewatchable. You know what I mean? Like I can't see myself putting that on over and over when it's kind of a boring movie. You know what I mean? Like it's not that it's bad, it's just it's such a family like talker. I
And
think more than anything
someone
else.
code that they haven't cracked. That family has always, in every adaptation of Fantastic Four, because they're scientists first and then superheroes, they haven't really cracked the code on how to make the Fantastic Four exciting. And I think that that's kind of too bad.
Right.
Well, I do
They
like
need
the
to
movie.
have like a Nihilist movie or something. That would be cool.
Well, yeah, that's what we were hoping for after Cosmic Invasion. Like, you know, we would love something like that. I mean, I think that'd be cool. I mean, I really do agree with that take, and that's a fair take. I feel like for me, and maybe this will change in 2026 because we're getting hopefully 2 really good banger, really good story movies. One super multiverse and one that's family street level Spider-Man, which is really cool. But I just feel like right now, when I think of like movies that I enjoyed this year the most, this is the first year I think in years where my Superman is in the top 3, but it's not the number 1 for me. Not because I don't love Superman, because you know I love Superman. I love Nicholas Hoult. I love it, but there was other movies this year that just blew me out of the water, and it was a time where cinema in general, different things were happening that made you go, okay, yeah, this is what I dig in a movie. And they pushed those boundaries and you made you go, oh yeah, like that's really cool. Now I'm hoping that not just the MCU, but DC in general, I really want to see, because that is if I picked a genre movie, that is the genre I love the most. Like, if we could get comic book movies start to feel like, look, I don't need copy and paste adaptations, but one thing that DC's got going for them really well right now is that we're getting different tones in movies. So you're going to get different genres and movies and TV shows. And that's what I think that Marvel needs to start doing, is if you're going to adapt these things, like if Spider-Man is truly non-multiversal, then Doomsday has to feel like a very different movie to Spider-Man. And I'm sure it will. But I just hope that we've ditched the whole thing in Phase 4 and 5 where the Marvel formula is we have this flavor, and that's how we make our movies. We put them in a machine, and you say this, this, and this makes it a Marvel movie. You need this amount of comedy. You need this level of this, and that's how you make the well-oiled machine.
Right. The formula of the MCU. You're right.
Yes.
I feel like that formula kind of died a little bit.
Yeah, the formulaic is just not. That's why I'm actually really excited for Doomsday, because I heard that the Russo brothers were cutting out a lot of the. There'll be so many funny characters, but they're changing the humors. Even though, like you talked about how you love Ryan Reynolds' writing and like being involved with the Deadpool stuff. Well, you know, in terms of Deadpool, we were introduced to Gambit. Gambit's in this movie, but they changed Gambit a little bit from being from Deadpool into Doomsday, because it's a much more serious time. So he's still gonna probably have his little occasion jabs, you know, make a little bit of references, but it sounds like things gonna be a little more tense, a little bit more tense this time. I mean, I'm really blown away that, like, it's great that we're getting these little teasers of these characters, but the thing that really bums me out is I wish we had a trailer now, because to me, the thing that really frustrates me, and this is the thing that sets apart the MCU and the DCU right now for me, is Kevin Feige he wants those general audiences on board with everything he does whatsoever. And I know that not everyone like us will like read an article online or get super jazzed, because, you know, that's what we do in terms of content creation and stuff, and it's so fun, right? But it would just... I miss the days when you got the newspaper, and there's the entertainment page in the newspaper. And I think only Luke will understand this because he's in my age range. But so the whole because I don't know if Ken even remembers what a newspaper is.
Everybody knows what a newspaper is, dude.
Yeah,
Have
but
you
have to
seen
understand,
one,
back in
though?
the d-
Yes,
Have you
I've seen
opened
one.
one?
I've
Yeah.
held one in my own hands.
But you gotta understand, back in the day,
In my
before,
own baby Gen Z hands, I
back
have
in the
held
day,
a
before you,
newspaper
back in the day when
before.
I was in
I've
middle
even
school.
had a magazine in my hands.
Oh yeah, I'm
Okay.
Multiple
sure.
magazines.
Back in the day when I was in middle school and elementary school, I'm gonna tell you guys a little short story here. So I used to go to the newspaper. I used to read when I was at school. Look at the entertainment page, and what I did is the morning after a new release of a movie had come out, there was an article of a review of the latest movie, and then there was movie times in the newspaper. And so like I remember when I was probably, I want to say it would have been well, not kindergarten, obviously they were too young. It would have been middle school. So early middle school, I was reading the paper, and the paper in the entertainment section said, "Hey, here's the showtimes for Spider-Man 3." And I'm like, "All right." I remember I got home. I told my dad.
That's
My
high
dad told me
school.
he was get,
Or
my dad
that's
told me
middle school.
I was gonna go get it. He's like, "I'm gonna take you after school." I'm like, "Let's go. I want to go." And the same thing with the first Iron Man movie. And so that was a different time, you know. So back in the day, in the newspaper, they used to, for the not only the comic book fans but the general fans back then. Everyone was kind of general at that point, a little bit. We were all kind of common knowledge. I wish that nowadays, I know that most people, you know, they have their fancy little cell phones and they have their computers or whatever, but I really feel like when Marvel drops these announcements, because it's dropped on Twitter, only a couple websites are making articles, I still feel the general audience has no clue on what goes on with these movies. Because I just don't like, the only reason we're getting this
Dude, the
tease for
general
Christmas-
audience is like, "Where's Batman?"
Yeah, it's
I thought
weird.
Batman was supposed to be in this.
Yeah, but what about Batman though?
Yeah,
what about Batman though?
The thing that's weird to me is the fact that, like, I guarantee you, people know that a new Avengers movie called Doomsday is coming out, but I guarantee you there are people, even though it's everywhere online, there are people that are looking at Doomsday and going, "Who's the villain?" Because, or it's Doctor Doom. Who's Doctor Doom? Like, oh, so you missed San Diego Comic-Con. You didn't see every article highlighted. My 500 videos I've made.
Of course not.
are, like,
That's not
no,
the casual.
yeah,
you know,
it's just
moviegoers
casual. So
out
it's like,
there.
so the thing that sucks is because of that nonsense. Because Feige's just like, hey, we got to do general audience stuff. We need that audience percentage because Marvel isn't a day one franchise anymore. The thing that sucks is now they have to make these little teasers of characters that we all know are in this movie to kind of go, hey, you're going to see Avatar? Well, here's what Thor's been up to. He's got a daughter. You missed that. Okay. Well, here you see Chris Evans is coming back.
They were
here.
gonna do that either way, though, man. Just
Yeah,
because
you're
they
right.
want everyone in the world to go see this freaking movie. You know what I mean? So it's like,
Yeah.
hey, Captain America's back. Hey,
I'm
you
telling
know
you,
what I
though,
mean?
man,
Like,
if you make a banger trailer and you show footage of what this movie is, 'cause I'm sick of hearing, oh, this person on behind the scenes that plays Nightcrawler says he was uncomfortable hanging out, didn't know who he was filming with because everything's super isolated. I just want to see this movie in the way that they keep, like, because there's some people that are like weird, but there's some people that make weird comments about the filming of it, but then there's some people that say, oh, I had a super fun time filming it, and like, oh, I can't wait for this. Like,
I mean, here's the thing though, is like specifically comparing Channing Tatum to Alan Cummings, said is like, or experience is like, okay, I think it is true that Alan's like, I literally don't know who I was filming with. I'm talking to green screen people, like I don't know
Right.
what's going on. And it's like I think he's happy to be coming back as Nightcrawler, but I also think it is a very uncomfortable experience as an actor, and you're not really acting with other actors. And then when you compare it to Channing Tatum, now Channing Tatum is a different experience because after literally a decade, he finally gets to play Gambit, which is a character he's been wanting to play forever. And so when you compare it to an actor who's done many other things besides just MC. What? What?
this music, guy.
I know, but why?
Oh well, we normally have actually.
Oh yes,
Different
that's
music.
right. We
background.
do.
it
That's
just
just
doesn't
right.
remembered.
fit the tone.
It just came out
No,
of
it didn't.
nowhere.
It didn't. It was very odd. It's funny though.
No,
I'm sorry.
but
I didn't mean to cut
anyways,
you off of it.
Yeah, no, it's okay. But
Undercut
like
the
Channing
tone.
Tatum is like, even though Channing Tatum probably doesn't really care that he is talking to green screen and like not really knowing what's going on, because he's happy because he's playing Gambit, which is good for him, and he gets to play Gambit. And Joey said, you know, he gets to play. Like Joey said, he gets to play a more serious take on Gambit compared to the Deadpool and Wolverine version. So I think he's just overall happy, but I think it's also fair to say that I think Alan is also completely fair in his experience of feeling awkward, because I think it is weird to like do Christian a big Bale, movie. Yeah, to do a big superhero movie where everyone's coming back, all the people that you used to work with is coming back, but you're not truly seeing them again. At least not yet.
I think the weird thing that's so weird to me is the green screen secrecy, when unless they're holding back on some really big characters, they already showed their hand. Like, we know who's in this movie because they made those big announcements. Like, there's like 50 some characters that they announced this movie, and they and they made people, you know, sit through a chair announcement just to see names on chairs. Like,
right, we know who's gonna be in the movie, but we don't know what's exactly gonna happen. We don't know which characters are gonna interact with who, besides obviously the teams that we know of.
The only thing I feel like we might know is that it's setting up Secret Wars and Battle Worlds.
And we do know that the Avengers and the X-Men fight. Mm-hmm. That we know as well. And
what were you just saying, though, Kenna? You were finishing something.
Okay, I was talking about like how, like, yes, we know that the X-Men and Avengers are probably gonna fight. You know, like you said, it's setting up Secret Wars, but also we don't know exactly how they're gonna get to that point, or how the characters are gonna, like, how they're gonna act, how they're gonna say, how they're gonna interact, and what are they gonna say to each other, and is there gonna be any like. It's just like, how long do we get to see these characters? Because we also know that probably a majority of them are gonna die, because we're making new waves for new actors to come in and take the same characters.
That's true. That could very much happen, right?
Yeah.
That's another big thing. I mean, the other thing that we have to keep in mind, though, is characters will die in this movie, but based on what, you know, like, I know Luke probably knows this because he's read the comics and stuff. When Doom wins in this movie, similar to how Thanos won in Infinity War, the one big change is when Doom creates Battleworld, all the characters that potentially had died, they are either going to come back, or they'll do the thing that I think they're going to do, which is the characters that died, but then we're going to get new variants of those characters.
Yeah, maybe.
That could happen. Doom. So
like,
I think that's
especially with the whole Battle Worlds type vibe, where it's like, yeah, well, your world did get destroyed, so you can come to ours because you won't just be missing from yours. You know what I mean? Like, they could do stuff like that. One thing I want to say too.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just about Gambit. I really hope Channing Tatum just gets skinny for this.
Yeah.
Like, I really, really want, like, bulk down and chisel up and like get as skinny as possible, like Christian Bale style. For like the Machinist, not that far.
I was gonna say maybe not that.
Not that far, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Like, get in the right shape for it. And I'd love, real quick, just to see Gambit actually have the black eyes and the red pupils. I would like, they do that. Do it. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say like, oh wait, who's going? Okay, I was gonna say Gambit is like. I remember everyone was hating on Channing Tatum's Gambit. Not everybody, but I saw a few people. And I'm like, well, I didn't think he'd do bad. I think he was pretty good. But when he's in the costume, when you like have a face shot of him and his cheeks are just too round for the little matte face mask that Gambit always has. And I do agree that it didn't even occur to me when I was watching Deadpool and Wolverine that he didn't have the eyes, because I think everybody was freaking out about the Wolverine white eyes in the costume and finally having that, and it's like, well, we need to find a way to make it look good for Gambit's black and red eyes. And I think like he does the accent fine, but I do agree that he does need to probably get more skinny it's also just an unfortunate thing though. So like if we had a Gambit, if he was Gambit like 20 years ago, he probably would have been perfect or almost perfect. But because it took so long,
He's always been a bulky guy. You know?
Yeah.
Even Magic Mike, right? I mean, like,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Magic Mike. Yeah.
yeah.
That's
The
true.
only thing I'm worried about with the thing, and this is what I was going to say on the Nightcrawler thing, there is one thing I did remember that is slightly different, and I don't know if this is how just it is, it's just if you're a part of the new kids on the block, basically, or like if you're friends with different, big enough actors, friends with different people. Some of these actors in this movie get to say things more than like, say, like you look at Kelsey Grammer playing Beast, right? He's already said that he interacts with Pedro Pascal. Like, but Alan Cummings,
sense.
you know, Alan Cummings has to be like, oh, is all weird. You know, I don't know who I'm with in any scenes.
Mm-hmm.
I think he did let one thing slip though. I think he did say once that he does in the Avengers and X-Men conflict that Doom orchestrates. He did mention that he would be fighting Reed Richards. And I had info sent to me today actually, where we now know that on the X-Men team, we've known some of the players that are involved in it, of the X-Men characters. I now know an unlikely one that has not been officially confirmed by Marvel themselves, but it does line up with what I've heard. And I heard that Deadpool is going to play a pretty significant role in being Team X-Men and fighting not just the Avengers, but also the Fantastic Four.
Mm.
And it sounds like, I thought it was just because comics, hype Avengers and X-Men facing off. It sounds like it's Avengers, X-Men, and Fantastic Four. And my understanding on how I'm hearing this is it's the battle for, if Doom's plan is, if you win, I won't destroy your world. So that's what he's promising to them. But if you ever read a comic book in your life, they're all probably going to get destroyed. And he's just going to, this is just his way for entertainment. Like he's probably just like, oh, I'm bored. Well, let's watch these guys kill each other. Like, why not? And so the thing I
he's
think
got some kind of plan, man. It's some.
Well, he's gonna use it to his advantage. He's got lots of plans. But I'm saying like he's gonna kill all their worlds. He's not gonna save one world just because one team wins. It's all his manipulation game. Everything he has is there's a lie stacked on top of a lie. That's what he does. Like that's what makes him so interesting is that he can constantly just come up with a new version. But so it's interesting because you get people, and even Channing Tatum had said that when you think of like actors being able to say certain things about this movie, I heard that Channing Tatum said that he fights Simu Liu, aka Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi. Mm-hmm.
And it's rings versus cards. So
cool.
It's interesting that Alan Cummings has just kind of been like.
However, those fucking rings should destroy those cards. Let's be real.
Well, you know what's interesting, and I know people who are pro X-Men team are going to not like this. I have a feeling that when these battles take place and they fight, as much as I love the X-Men, in terms of these superheroes fighting, I'm pretty pro Team Avengers on some of these matchups because except for a couple people.
She's all X-Men.
I think Sam Wilson's gonna get his ass whooped by Cyclops. I think that's happening. I think Reed is taken out. Is taken out. No, I think Nightcrawler is taking out Reed.
I really want a Cyclops I-beam to a Captain America shield, and it bounces off of that to hit somebody else. I really
that
want
would be cool. Yeah.
I
just want to quickly answer Underground's question. He was asking what the line is for X-Men 97 for Gambit. He's asking. So Gambit says the name's Gambit, Mon Ami, remember it, and it's his French.
Mon Ami.
Mon Ami, yeah.
Yeah.
Which actually.
No, yeah.
Sorry, I want to. In the game, in Marvel Rivals, Gambit, he calls everybody Mon Ami. But there's a sweet little addition where whenever he has a line to Rogue, he says Mon Amour, which is like my love, and Mon Ami is, I think it's just like friend or ally.
Yeah, it is kind of cool how that happens. But yeah, so I think like in general, like Yeah, it is weird with this experience. I get that they're doing these little fun character teasers. I just really I want to see footage of this movie. I'm sick of seeing this AI garbage. I want to see these
Right.
suits. I want to see
Actually
footage
see
of
what
this
it's
movie.
look like. Yeah.
I want
Yeah.
the movie. It should be out in May, like they said, just like GTA. What's up?
Also, I'm hyped
What
enough.
comes
Like,
out
delivering
first,
that-
GTA 6 or Doomsday?
Ooh,
Doomsday
they're gonna come
probably.
out around the same time, which is insane.
At least we haven't
Right.
had to wait as long for Doomsday. We didn't know Doomsday existed until a year ago.
The
So
potential biggest Marvel movie ever made, and definitely the biggest video game ever made.
how do
Both
you?
coming out. Like,
The thing that's so crazy to me, and I still hear people even say this too, we're so hyped about this movie, but we have to follow up this movie with Secret Wars at the same time. Like,
I'm worried
that's what I
about the
think is
follow up
so-
in a way because, like, you look at Infinity War and how amazing it is, and Endgame really just isn't the same. You know what I
Well,
mean?
but here's
Like,
the thing that I think that's interesting. Endgame was really, truly a conclusion where characters were saying goodbye, right? I
yeah.
think Secret Wars is just there to be bananas and reset the universe. It's so Feige can say, "Hey,
maybe.
this is who's staying, this is who's leaving, and we're doing the new things. We're doing all the new things. And hey, you guys had a great run, but we can no longer afford to pay you, so get out."
They are
Like-
spending a lot of money on this movie. There's no doubt about that. All
Dude, this
these
movie better make
actors.
more than Avatar. If this movie doesn't make more than Avatar, they're gonna be in trouble because it's just they better make
It
a lot of
will.
money.
It will. It'll do better.
I mean,
than
RDJ
Avatar.
alone is gonna bring the money for this movie. Just you can just put a poster of Iron Man carrying a Doom mask and just like there's your marketing. People will go flock to the theater.
I hope Fortnite does something cool again. I really think it was cool how they did the whole
I
thing.
want
on-
Rivals, man. I want that Doom. Just build it up with the. Oh, you know what'd be cool? I just came up with a super cool idea. You know how they have the two Dooms in the multiverse?
Mm-hmm.
What if they plan it out? And one Doom you get as a character built up during, like, in the lead up to Doomsday. But what if the second one doesn't get revealed till the lead up to Secret Wars? And they have the second one kind of ties more into with the with the God Emperor Doom
That
stuff.
that could be very cool actually.
And I wanted to mention something kind of cool to you guys. The super comic book sweaty thing. I was watching a big video by Comic Explained today about Doctor
Oh,
Doom,
yeah.
so I
I
want
love
to
him.
read some big stuff. And one thing that nobody talks about, you know the rankings in Marvel Rivals, like how you get like the highest like tiers of comp?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that the highest rank is above all?
Yeah.
Well, in the comics, the most evil Doom is called Above All Doom. Like,
Oh my
so
God.
so I just thought
It's
that was
all
kind of cool.
connected.
When it was
Yeah.
in the comic,
just
I
cool
was like,
little
oh,
things
man.
like that. Sure.
Like he's the most evil one. Like he's like one that like, and I'll say this, like the sad thing that's really sad is like whether they end up being true or not. This is the first movie like with Endgame and Infinity War. I tried to stay away from leaks. I didn't want to deal with it. Whatever. Just wanted to be surprised. But because of these, just let alone intriguingness and being a content creator and people sending me shit, I just every time I see a leak for Doomsday, it's like someone's giving me a 5-star meal. Like I can't I can't stop. I can't stop myself. I'm like Anakin
Can't help but
Skywalker. I wish I had this. The clip of Anakin for out the end for the next stream where he says in Revenge of the Sith, I want more and I shouldn't, but I keep wanting more
More.
because
I think of Kylo
Yeah.
Ren. More.
I run more because it's like it just gets me so amped, man. Like there's stuff in this movie that just gets me, like it feels like when I was a kid watching those cartoons, Spider-Man cartoons, Captain America showing up, Iron Man showing up in there. Like it just gets me giddy. And I know
I
this
love
is
it.
crazy. What'd you say, Luke?
I love it.
And the thing
It's
that's
like
sad
Rivals.
is yeah,
New
Rivals
characters
too.
all the time. It's so cool. You know what I mean? I love
And
it.
it's so wild because like I am excited for where DC is going, but there's nothing announced at DC right now that's got me like
That's that exciting. It's Supergirl,
just-
it's Clayface, but like they're a ways away. They're not.
What about Batman?
yeah.
Nah. I mean,
was-
I am pumped for Batman too.
I'm excited for the
Like-
Batman 2, but I haven't heard any news about Batman 2 that makes me go, like, I'm excited to watch it, but I haven't heard something that makes my jaw hit the floor. Like, I haven't heard something that goes, ooh, I can't wait. Like,
Scarlett Johansson's gonna be in it.
yeah, like that's cool, but it didn't get me amped. Now, if James Gunn announces that they're not doing Brainiac and, like, we're getting Alan Richardson as Mongol tomorrow, then I'm jumping through the rooftop because that's my boy.
I
But
would love that. As
Yeah.
Mongol, that might be a little weird. I feel like we could get better character for Alan.
it was just
Richardson.
it was just a hypothetical because that's one of the villains in Superman's mythos that they've talked about doing. I think they're just gonna do Brainiac and he'll just play a different character later. But
Sure.
I would
I would
just
like
like
to see
it.
Alan as a hero, to be honest. Like,
I'm really kind of on the I'm on the Wildcat train. I really think Wildcat is the dude for him.
ooh, he could
Yeah.
totally
Because
nail
do you
Wildcat.
remember that scene in? Because you watched all of Reacher, right?
No.
Oh, so there's this scene in Reacher where he's in a bar and the guy is said to be a boxer, and the guy is getting ready to beat him up, and he says the guy with what is like, oh, you're a boxer, oh, golden. He says something like you got the golden gloves, and then Alan Richardson turns to him, and he kind of leans in, does a little jokey nature where he's like, oh, you're so proud of you doing your boxing, and then he's all proud like golden gloves. It's like, you know the thing about boxing, and then 2 minutes later he beats the living shit out of him. He's like, too many rules. And ever since I saw that scene, I'm like, when everyone's like, oh, Richardson should be Batman, I'm like, no, fuck y'all, I want a Wildcat, bro. What you talking about? Wildcat, bro. Watch this scene and do Wildcat. Oh, I like how you have Lobo in the background. Yeah, man, Lobo, I can't wait.
Yeah, it is pretty cool, actually.
That's why I'm excited for Supergirl, man. I've been waiting for Lobo for a long time. And I'm just glad, unlike these Snyder fools, that, Jason
See?
gets to play the character that he's wanted since the beginning.
Is Lobo like the main villain of Supergirl?
No.
No, there's another. They're doing the villain from the Yellow Hills. They're doing I think his name is Crumb. How do you pronounce his name? He's supposed to in the book
Krill?
be. No, it's like Crumb something, but it's a weird.
Krem?
Name.
Yeah, I do
Yeah.
not know my DC the way I know my Marvel when it
So
comes to
this
comics.
character is he in the books is supposed to be a just random like ginger bearded guy with a sword that fights Supergirl in their space adventure.
But he looks
But-
different in the movie.
But for the movie, they changed him because they want him to look more menacing. And
Mhm.
I'm fine with it. But I think actually Lobo, one of the shocking things about Lobo, and I hope that they do this, because I know a lot of people I know Superman was fun, and a lot of people, right now want to be lame people, and they don't want fun in their comic book movies right now. But I'm really hopeful, just personally, if you guys know anything about Lobo, that I kind of want Lobo to start as so Lobo's kind of like Boba Fett, right? But for DC, where what you can do with him, except he talks way more than Boba Fett. And one of the things that they can do that I really like is he starts the movie being hired to hunt Supergirl, right? And then somebody pays him a little cha-ching, and then because that's the thing about Lobo, he has no loyalty. You give him a big enough check, he'll be your bodyguard. So I'm really hopeful that he starts just beating on Supergirl, and then
Well,
Supergirl,
he is hunting Kryptonians, isn't he?
but he's a bounty hunter. So
He hunts
whoever is
after
highest-
anybody else. Yeah.
whoever hires
I
him,
really don't know my DC characters besides your mainstays. You know what I mean? Like Lobo, dude. I've probably seen so little of Lobo. Like
dude,
I've
you'll love
watched
Lobo.
the animated series, Superman animated. He was in that, and I think he was in Justice League, maybe, right? But
He's in Young
Mhm.
Justice. He's in a couple different things.
I haven't
He's in a
seen
lot
Young
of
Justice. Lobo-
animated stuff. That's how I
Young-
personally know him. It's just because all I did was watch DC cartoons, and he would appear a lot.
If you
so.
want to see a live action take on him, you gotta watch that Krypton show.
isn't
because he's
his
in that.
daughter in Young Justice?
Who?
His daughter?
I don't know if he has a daughter.
Oh, he does, my
I don't
dude.
remember him having
So
kids.
if it wasn't Young
Oh, if he-
Justice, then it was the comic books. I've read a story
Okay,
about
okay.
Lobo's daughter. Actually, it wasn't that bad.
Oh yeah, I heard
I
about
don't think
that.
he's in
Under-
Young Justice, not
Underground's
the
talking about
show.
something funny to me. Underground's mentioning that the villain from Reacher is gonna be with Lobo in Street Fighter.
Oh,
because they got Jason Momoa and the guy that plays the villain in my favorite season of Reacher. So I thought it was funny that he mentioned that. That's hilarious,
so
Underground.
funny how like I don't care all about Street Fighter movies or Mortal Kombat movies, and like I play both of the series. It's
Bro,
something
I'm
about
down, man. Fighting games are my
no,
jam.
they're
down.
cool. They're cool. You know what I mean? But like, I don't know. It just doesn't like do it for me.
I think 'cause you got to see the movie to really kind of get your vibe or your
Yeah, I need
feeling.
to see the movie probably in general just to be like, well, did I actually like this? Because I just see a trailer and I'm just like, it's another fighting game movie.
See, like
You know
when
what I
I
mean?
see
Like-
that, when I hear that Mortal Kombat music, dude, that makes me want to just bust out the Mortal Kombat, like
Mortal
like right there, like
Kombat!
just go crazy. Like I don't know, but yeah, like I think like the thing about Lobo that's really interesting is just the idea that he'll work for anyone, and I could see a scenario. I heard from the test screens they did that he has 2 fights in this movie, and so I think that's interesting because one will probably be kind of he's hunting Supergirl and doing something, and then I think what's going to happen towards middle half, maybe end of the movie, is he might actually team up with Supergirl. Like they might actually realize that they're hunting something that's in common. And the thing that's so cool about Lobo is since he's a bounty hunter, since this movie's like sci-fi and space, he's got so much cool like gadgets in terms of being a bounty hunter that he's so cool. And like the way that Jason's gonna play him, I just think is gonna be awesome because
Jason
he's always-
is one of the best castings probably in superhero history. Like
it is.
it will be. Henry
Yeah.
Cavill is freaking Superman, obviously. Like that's undeniably amazing. Like Chris Evans is Captain America, Hugh Jackman is Wolverine, and you're gonna have Jason Momoa as Lobo. Like it's gonna be one of the most accurate adaptations of a character out there. Definitely.
I just remember, even though I'm not a huge fan of the movies anymore because of the direction they took, if you go back and watch Fast and the Furious X, I think there's like the 10th movie, Jason
I
Momoa
thought it-
plays a villain on a motorcycle. And the entire
funny.
time I'm watching this dude's
You're like
performance as
Lobo.
this villain, I'm like, this is your audition, isn't it, Jason? This is it. Like I was ironically loving the movie because he's in the movie saying like, yeah, woo, let's go. And I was like, yeah, that's so Lobo.
Funny.
That's not. Oh, and there's even a scene where he blows up a building with like some sort of bomb, and he says boom, and I was like, yeah, that's so.
Oh, that's very Lobo. He
Yeah.
probably was, honestly. Like he's been wanting to play Lobo for a long
really
time. So
I really hope with the Lobo stuff. I know that Supergirl's probably going to be trying to angle themselves towards young kids, like teenagers and stuff. But with the PG-13 one thing, I hope Lobo gets one F-bomb in Supergirl, since it is going to be a darker movie. Just one, because he is normally meant to be like a dark character.
PG-13 is allowed one F-bomb.
Yeah.
It is.
Like,
You
I
could have, like-
just love something. I don't know what he
you
would
can
say
either-
because he's got a lot of stuff.
I think you can either have a couple of lesser swears or you can have one F-bomb. And
Yeah.
that's because actually superhero movie. The old parody
I love
of
the superhero
Spider-Man.
movie.
Yeah,
movie's
it's a great
hilarious.
movie. I
That
love
was
it.
hilarious.
Yeah, that
No.
movie has an F-bomb in it and it's a PG-13.
I love it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I personally love because the thing that Lobo's always saying is Lobo will always talk about in all his iterations. He always calls himself the main man. I would love it if someone asks him who he is in the movie, and he's like, "I'm the fucking main man." Like that shit would be so good. Like I still think one of the things that I know a lot of people that want to dog on Superman want to say this all the time. One of the things that I think puts Superman in my top 3 movies this year is a character that I never expected that I would love in Superman that I loved, which is I just love that scene
Jimmy Olsen.
with Mr. Terrific where he's where he's literally talking to Lex Luthor henchman that's in Peacemaker, right? It's like I can help you. Look, I'll help save the city. Like I don't need your help. I'm the goddamn Mr. Terrific.
Yeah, right.
That shit was great. Like I know not everyone was about that, but I was about that shit, man. That shit was so good.
Sure.
And I'm so ready for Guy Gardner in the Lantern show even though he's not in any of the promotions so far, we know he's in the show. I'm so ready for the Nathan Fillion F-bombs, man.
I think
I'm
he's
ready for
gonna
it.
die at some point. Not anytime
Well, I think-
soon necessarily.
I think
but
they're saving it. I think they're
Yeah.
gonna do it
Oh, yeah.
like I think like Darkseid he dies or
'cause he's
another
older.
big threat.
Nathan Fillion's already like I feel like he's casted older than normal to play Guy Gardner.
Yeah, I think they
You know
could.
what I mean?
I think if you look at how Jordan's older, they clearly are going to dust these boys at some point. Like, that's
Right.
why they got Jon Stewart in
Right.
here. So,
Agreed.
I think they're definitely. Oh, another thing I was going to bring up to you, and we can talk about this more in the Welcome to Derry. I was talking to Ken about this. I think the guy that plays Dick Halloran in Welcome to Derry has a good chance at
That's
being Martian
amazing.
Manhunter.
Ooh, I could see he would murder that. Actually,
Yeah.
just even listening to Black Man Beyond's Mark Bernard was saying how much he absolutely loves the actor who plays Dick Halloran. And I mean, I'm right. I guess we should start switching over to Welcome to Derry. We just
Yeah,
had
we
an
can.
hour on Marvel.
We got all the tea that we needed to. I feel.
Like he just kills the role. I think he's the best actor in the show, easily. And one thing Mark Bernard, he's like, I want the story of what happens to him from the end of Welcome to Derry to the beginning of The Shining.
I saw people
if-
talking about a spin-off about that because he said something at the end of this. Since we were
Oh,
talking about
all
the
in.
finale. He says something
Yeah.
about going to the hotel, and I was like, dude, can we get that? Can we get
That'd
that
be
as a
so
spin-off?
good.
Because I'd rather have that than Welcome to Derry season 2. And I know that's a hot take, but like, I just love that character. I think that character fucking slaps.
Right. And
Like,
so
every
there's
episode he's
talks. I guess there's talks of another Shining remake. You know, because now they're
I
doing
would
all
be
the
down.
Stephen King's doing all this stuff. Well, like
I watched a Stephen King interview where he said he wasn't a big fan of Stanley Kubrick's take on The
Right.
Shining.
I guess
Yeah, he's
there's
not a fan
many...
of the Shining movie. That's been a known fact for a while.
But what's really
Oh,
weird
yeah.
is he loved Welcome to Derry. I heard he absolutely loved what they did with
Well,
Welcome to Derry.
so everybody knows that The Shining itself, the movie, is a classic. But the
Yeah.
reason why Stephen King is not a fan of the movie adaptation is because it is not super accurate to the book, apparently. So when Welcome to Derry, it is pretty accurate to the book because it's
Yeah.
a 1,000-page book. So that's why Stephen King's not a fan of the Shining movie.
Going good,
Right.
Brandon.
I mean, just listening to like Mark Bernard talk about The Shining and everything. One, I guess there is a mini series that was made as well already that I'm not aware of. Two, the guest he had on started saying like they should make a musical out of The Shining, right? But like she was talking about how like the second half would be all in the hedge, and while I've never read the book, I have to assume that means that there's a lot more time spent in that hedge than the actual movie we know does. Like they were talking about how the hedges like eat people or something like that. Like they never do anything like that in the.
If
actual
they do the
movie, you
remake
know what I mean?
of The Shining, do you think they'd get Nicholson's son now, since he's kind of starting to become a pretty decent
I have no idea.
actor?
I
I know he was in Smile, and he's got that creepy nature.
think that's
Down-
called nepotism.
Yeah, like he's got a lot of like the same chops. So I would be curious to see if they did that, but maybe they just get another really good actor that would kill it.
Yeah,
But
I would
don't
like,
know.
you know, I always just love seeing newer actors and stuff. Like,
That's true.
You take Fallout, for example, and like the main character, the girl, like, she kind of knows her from something, but I don't know her. You know what I mean? Like,
Joy,
the dude who
Brandon's
plays
got a question for us about Welcome to Derry compared to Batman.
the dude who plays Maximus. Like, I have
Yeah.
no idea who that is. Walton Goggins is the big star of that
Yeah,
show, and
it's
everybody
nice
else.
that we have new actors that people aren't familiar
I
with.
love that.
Would
I
you
love
guys
that.
want? Oh gosh, we got Luke. They got
Andy
the big.
Muschietti back for the DCU for Batman Brave and the Bold after doing it. Welcome to Derry show. After doing the Welcome to Derry show. I don't. I'll put it simple, man. I don't at all. And while we could sit here and say, yeah, Welcome to Derry is accurate to the book. Okay, cool. Stephen King likes it. Okay, cool. Those are the things about that show that work. It's not an action show. It's a drama.
It's a
and
drama.
horror, right?
Mhm.
And that's why that I think works better. I think the action in that show is actually the weakest part of the show.
But I was
right?
talking to Kenna about this earlier, and here's my take on this whole situation: the fact that he's so out of the loop with that movie right now.
Yeah, I
if
remember you
he's
saying that.
involved, if he's involved with it, it's barely, or he's supervised. Because James Gunn, I told Kenna this. James Gunn said something today that's really interesting. he says a lot of the things that people have been doing in media right now with Batman has been making the character kind of feel boring. And he says that the reason it's taking so long to get the DCU Batman going is he wants to fix that. So
I
he's
guess.
trying to do something with Batman that's interesting, I guess.
Yeah, turn it up. Let's see what happens. Who's the villain again? Is it Mad Hatter or is it?
We don't. Well, this
We
is
don't
for
really
the
know.
James Gunn one. We don't have a confirmed villain yet for that movie. The script doesn't exist fully yet.
Oh, Brave and the Bold. I'm sorry, I was thinking of the Batman too.
No, that one we got.
Um,
That one's looking like we're getting the whole Harvey Dent family right now.
Okay. So Two-Face.
Not Two-Face yet.
But yeah, I
Scarlett's
mean,
playing his wife,
maybe halfway through.
and then yeah, but we need to do DA, so it makes sense. Yeah, my take
Yeah,
is
maybe.
on that one, Brandon. I'm not a huge fan of what he did in the Flash, and I'm kind of on Luke on the. I think Andy's got some good ideas, but I don't know if
he
the
made
action he delivers on.
Flash?
Yes.
He should never be allowed to make Batman. What the fuck?
It's because of the
Like-
Flash that he did the decent Batman scenes that they give him credit
No.
for that stuff.
Oh
As
yeah, the
someone
thumb
who
Batman.
walked out of the Flash saying, "Hey, that was better than I thought it was gonna be." No, this man, no.
The thumb
No.
Batman. I'm sorry.
No.
When I think of Michael Keaton back as Batman in the Flash movie, I just say thumb Batman, because he looks
Oh
like
my
a thumb.
We actually just got a Twitch freaking spam bot.
What? That's funny.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's probably my
No,
fault.
but I think the whole thing is, I think, yeah, you got to get some really big heavy hitters. Like, I don't know what they're going to do. Like, I've heard rumors that Matt Reeves was helping James Gunn write it, whatever, but, like, if they're going to do this thing and they're really going to change some shit, you got to bring some powerhouse people to work on this movie. Like, if I had my pick, I'm not going to have my pick, but if I had my pick, I want the John Wick guys. But they're fucking way too
That would
busy.
work. That
They're
would
fucking
work.
way too busy
As
with
someone-
Highlander. They keep having to
Dude.
delay Highlander every single time.
I'm not a big fan of John Wick. I really like the first one and the second one and the third one. Like everything beyond that, I've seen the second one. I haven't seen beyond the second one. But
So I'll tell you, and I know this
they
is
can
gonna
be
be something we
fun
disagree
action
on.
movies, but it's just action. You know what I mean? And that's
I'm
not
gonna
what
tell you,
pulls
bro,
me in.
I love the third one. The third one was fun, and the third one's kind of like a rated R Marvel movie, where it's kind of like really spliced in, like really good, super good action, but the story gets more emotional and deeper, and then they bring a villain that kind of do this really funny thing, where really good actor I'm a big fan of, Mark Dacascos, is in a lot of TV shows and movies, and he actually is another martial arts actor, and he ends up being this, like, think of almost like the Hand, where he's like the leader of this ninja organization, and like they build out the world, and he literally is John Wick's #1 fan. So he's hired to kill John Wick, but the entire time that he's fighting John Wick, it's funny because John Wick's always got his dog, right? And he's a cat person, so they're like comparing each other to each other, and it's so good because he's like, I'm your fan, John Wick. I'm your best adversary. I'm the only one that's gonna get you. And his students, like, there's a fight where John Wick has to fight two of this guy's students, and they're from one of my favorite Indonesian fight films called The Raid. And two of these guys, like, they're speaking in their sign language, and they're like, "It's good to meet you, Mr. Wick. We're happy to meet you." And they're like, and John Wick whoops their ass, and then they just bow to him like, "Thank you." It's so good how John Wick has become like a legend.
But
It's just fun. But yeah, I
let's
think
get
they would
back
be
to
good for
Welcome
that.
to Derry.
Yeah. No, yeah, the Dick Holland
We
thing,
went
yeah,
right back to superheroes.
that's how we do it, man. That's how we do it.
Always
The hunger
circles
is
back.
here. Hunger is here. But,
Yeah, no, Dick Halloran. The thing that Mark Bernard said that I 100% agree with, if they're going to do, what up, White Vision Prime, how you doing? If they're going to do a Shining remake at all, I think you do it through Dick Halloran's perspective.
I would love it. Have you? I
How
was gonna
cool
ask
would
you,
that be?
on the topic of like the Shining stuff. I was gonna ask you because I know you've seen the original Shining. Have you watched Doctor Sleep?
No.
Neither of you guys have watched Doctor Sleep, right?
I plan on after
I need to
Derry,
watch
I
it.
rewatched the first It. I plan on watching the
Okay,
second It,
before-
and then I'll rewatch The
before
Shining,
next
and I'll
episode-
watch Doctor Sleep.
Before our next episode of Legions, we're watching Doctor Sleep as a watch party, 3 of us.
Homework. All right.
As a watch party, all 3 of us watching it together. Because I have a rare take, and I'm probably gonna get attacked for this movie. For this take. Are you ready? You ready for my take?
Though you like it better.
I like the sequel better than the original.
You like it more?
You.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, dude, that's not that surprising because that movie is critically acclaimed. That movie is
And one of the things I love about that movie
extremely well reviewed.
One of the things I love about that movie is that, you know, you get to see older Danny, and older Danny is played by Obi-Wan Kenobi. And so it's fucking great. But
No,
in general,
I've heard that movie takes everything that the original movie does and takes from the book and somehow, like a masterpiece, like weaves both references into the sequel movie where it makes sense for everyone. It's crazy.
exactly, Brandon. I'm glad you're on our side. Brandon's team
Hell yeah, Brandon.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. No, but it's like, yeah. No, in terms of, yeah, we're going to watch that. And one thing I also love about that movie, and this is something Hollywood has struggled with, that movie has one of the best female villains I've seen in a movie in a long time. Like, I was blown away when I watched. Because, you know, the whole thing with Shining is, you know, you have a lot of weird stuff happening, but then you have, like, you know, Jack Nicholson at the heart of everything going just crazy. But this movie kind of goes more the dark magic route, and they go crazy with it. And it's kind of awesome. What's this
We're talking
movie?
about Doctor Sleep.
Yeah, we're talking about the sequel to The Shining Underground. We're going to do a watch party next week. So it's going to be fun. You guys got to come and watch Doctor Sleep with us.
Let's actually dive into this finale now, guys.
Yeah, let's dive into Welcome to Derry. We're talking about what we want to see. Let's do this. Let's dive into Welcome to Derry, and then let's talk about what we want to see for the rest of the we'll call them the Stephen King Project universe type deal. Because I want to talk to you guys about another movie that's not critically acclaimed after we get done with the Welcome to Derry connections. Because I've been reading a lot of Stephen King lore lately. I've been telling Kenna about. But let's go dive into Welcome to Derry. So yeah, Welcome to Derry.
Shaw is an idiot.
Shaw's an idiot. That's where we're starting?
Yeah.
We're ripping the big
Shaw is an idiot.
Fuck Shaw. I love the actor in Black Lightning, but yeah, fuck Shaw.
Black Lightning.
Yeah, he was in Black
Black
Lightning.
Lightning.
The actor was in Black
That's a
Lightning.
superhero movie?
It's a show.
superhero show. DC.
Oh my.
You don't know
Dude,
anything.
I forgot all about that.
Yeah,
No,
he
I
plays
thought- That's right.
he-
I don't know DC as well, and I was like, Black Lightning. That's a superhero,
He's basically
right?
like he basically plays Black Lightning's Alfred in that show. With
Yeah.
himself his tokens. But yeah,
What
back
was
to
that
Shaw.
on?
CW.
Oh yeah, that's why. I
But
didn't
it's
watch
more mature. It's on Netflix now. It's more mature now because it's they were able to they did a later time slot because it's a lot more
Yeah.
violent and instead of
was-
supervillains.
I remember people were pissed because it wasn't actually really about him. It's about his daughters, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's meant to be. It's actually a whole story about I love the show. They shit the bed on the 4th season because they know that they were ending, which sucks. But the first 3 seasons of that show, peak, because it was literally so good, especially with the CW doing all that weird shit they were doing. It was cool to see them because there's villains in the show, but they don't do it like supervillains in weird costumes type shit. They do it like, hey, this gang kidnapped my daughter, and there's trouble in the hood. Yo, Black Lightning, you know, that's my boy. You know, this is our hero, our hometown like hero. You need to go beat his ass and go take out these guys because my daughter got busted by. And the other thing that's kind of crazy, the guy that's playing.
It's
Tombstone-
happening. It's happening again, Joe.
I know.
You're talking
You-
about
yeah,
superheroes.
We'll go back to the thing, but yeah, we'll go back to it. The thing I was gonna say was that the guy in Spider-Man, the new Spider-Man movie, is gonna be Tombstone, one of the villains of that show. is Tombstone. So,
Okay.
but yeah, now back to Welcome to Derry. So no more back and forth. But we just mentioned, so yeah, we got there because I hate Shaw. Okay, we hate Shaw.
I hate Shaw. All right,
Shaw's
so
an
let's get into it. All right, Pennywise, and I don't know. I guess this might be book accurate. All of a sudden, starts freezing everything. He freezes
Tricky
the river.
Dicky.
Yes, there's
gets
a
the
scene in the
kids.
book where there's a fog that washes over Derry. So
But is that the same as freezing the river? You know what I mean?
I don't know.
Yeah. Like what? I just thought it was kind of a hokey setting for the finale, personally. You know, like everybody out on the ice of the river.
We'll
I
get to
don't
that
know.
question later, Brandon.
I like the fog idea, but the ice kind of made it just, I don't know, more sci-fi.
I personally have been on the frame, and I told Kenna this when I first watched the episode. I don't like the location choice for
yeah, I'm not
this
into that.
finale. Like,
Joe, you hate the finale, don't you?
I have a lot more positivity after rewatching it and reading some more lore and catching up. I still have issues. It's not my favorite finale. It's not perfect, but I understand things I didn't understand now. So now I have a bit more, and I told Kenna this a little bit. My nitpicks are still similar. I still don't like the action in the show, just like you talked about. I'm a little bit more understanding of their concept of how Pennywise views passing of time.
Why?
Because I read some more about how it's not meant to be, and I watched some interviews with the cast talking about it, and they said that it's not necessarily a matter of time travel. It's a matter of that Pennywise sees everything all at once. So like yesterday, tomorrow, it's all the same to old Pennywise. Like it all.
So
He
like when
sees
he
it
said that line, where he was talking, you know, he's talking to Marge, being like, "Your little boy kills me in the future," blah blah blah, and he's like, "Wait, is it my death or is it my birth?" Because it's all constantly happening around him at the same time. Cause so he's not really going back in time specifically to go and kill the parents of the Losers Club on like not super purposeful, because he can't really control it, but to him he's just constantly phasing in, phasing out, I think, of like different time periods, I think. But I think, and it makes sense in the way that this is an entity that is from space. It's some monster, something that we don't really understand, but I think the way that they just introduced it in the finale was messy, and especially for people who don't really know anything about the book, or maybe even the movies, they didn't really understand it when they saw those films. It's just messy, and it's really hard to, I think, properly portray that idea in the TV show, or at least just the way that they wrote it, I think, was
It's a little
awkward.
It's a little sloppy. It has some issues. I just understand. I did a lot more digging into the lore because it's been a while since I read the book, and I really like that. One thing that you don't give movies and TV shows enough credit on is they must have actually had a conversation with Stephen King about the lore, because you actually are getting the feeling that, like, when you look at the It movie, and you said you rewatched the It movie again, Kenna, I don't feel like the movies, and maybe it's just that they ran out of time, whatever, even with the second movie being 3 hours, they don't do a good enough job of justifying what Pennywise is. And I think that this show...
Welcome to Derry does. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
agree
do
with that.
wish, though, when I was rewatching the first movie, I wish Welcome to Derry had the same mood of the first It movie.
It needs better tone. That is definitely an agreement that I think we can all say. It needs a better tone. The tone
right,
is
but
a
to
little...
go back on the Pennywise, like, not time traveling thing, but, you know, his view on time is like, it's like, he doesn't see time linear. So that's why the seasons were kind of going backwards for us as the audience, of like, the first season was 1960. All right, so the second season will be in like 1930. I don't know. And then the third final season will also be before that,
1908.
whatever.
I believe 1908.
Oh yes, 1908. That's right.
That's the third one.
Yeah, that's the third one.
Second
So
one's like I don't know, 1938. Is that right?
yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah, 1930.
Okay.
Yeah, and then 1908 is the finale timeline. And so I think like my biggest issue was that I thought again earlier Pennywise was specifically going back in time after the Losers Club bloodlines to prevent his death, even though we already know that he gets defeated anyways in the second movie. There is an argument and a theory of like how he's not really dead, but like that's nothing has been confirmed by Stephen King or anyone else like Andy Machete. So for now, he's confirmed dead in the second
I actually
film.
did some reading on that. I actually got a legitimate answer for that one.
Oh yeah.
So the way that you have to understand this is Pennywise chose the form of Bob Gray, right?
Yeah.
So in the lore, it actually explains that Maturin actually forced Pennywise to pick a weaker body. So they actually explain that when the Losers Club kill Pennywise, you can kill a form of Pennywise, but the deadlights, that his true form that like we talk about cannot be truly comprehend, he will eventually just go back to his cosmic form.
Right.
And-
I think I remember seeing that too, where
And
he
I've heard
Pennywise is dead,
in the
but
lore
the deadlights.
the form he chooses is dead. But there is this other character in the Stephen King lore called the Crimson King, and it's believed right now that if they continue doing more Stephen King like multiverse stuff, we'll say in the future, that might be his next big form, because apparently one of the forms of that part of the lore involves a spider. So it's being hinted at that could happen, but no idea, no telling what that goes to. Just on Welcome to Derry in general with the lore, I feel like, yeah, your question is right. Pennywise himself as just the clown. The clown is dead. That body is, his power is weak. He gets scared. That's his end. But
I mean, if we got a third movie and Pennywise wasn't in that shit, I'd be all for it, dude.
well, let me ask you this.
I
You
can't
don't want
stand Pennywise.
So let me ask you this. You don't want Pennywise, but when it comes to Bill as the entity, right?
That's
Would you
probably all right.
accept him taking another form as long as the clown does not
probably.
reemerge?
It's the clown
Okay.
thing. They just don't do the clown thing. I just don't like Terrifier kills the clown thing. It does not get the clown thing right. That's how I feel. I don't know. Like Tim Curry killed it as the clown. It's just the way that they go about it in Welcome to Derry that just like
And that's my
takes
biggest
away
critique of this
all the
of this
fear.
season. Episodes 5 and 7, I really liked. I think we saw layers of Pennywise that we didn't see in the movies. And
Oh,
then
yeah.
episode 8, and this is hard because I was trying to root really hard to see really new things with Pennywise, but 8 ruins the clown thing for me. They take it silly and they do things with it that I just don't agree with. I don't know how they keep. And because of the way things go in the finale, I don't know why we're supposed to find him scary in that form.
For me, it's like the scene where he's in the play, the theater, right?
Yeah, in the
and he's-
school auditorium.
Yeah, and everyone's so terrified, and he's like killing people and stuff. Like, if you made that character a normal guy doing that, it would be scarier to me. Like, it's the clown shit. It's the clown shit. You just
It's
don't...
the way that I think it's the way that his clown look is specifically designed.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's a big.
Because I
part
think
of
the clown look it works, right? But
It
the
can.
way that the way the Bill's clowns look,
too cartoonish.
not even
No.
I don't know, just like not even a I mean it's a clown but not really clown. In the book, we don't really get a proper description of what it looks like in its Pennywise clown form. And that's what I think is great because it gives more creative freedom for, different iterations. But like he is described as Bozo the Clown, and I think Ronald McDonald, and he does have that like orange tuft of hair that like Bill definitely has. but his outfit isn't how it's described in the book. It's like a basic clown fit with like a blue or yellow tie. It gets changed when reading it, and I think it's Bill that's like, oh, he looks like Ronald McDonald and Bozo the Clown, but then he later states that he doesn't look like either of those two things because he's such a different, like, something's so off about him that, like, yes, he looks like a basic clown, but like it's his eyes or it's the way that he moves gives it a way that like he does not look like a regular clown. And
Sure.
I think it's really hard to critique the 2017 Pennywise because I think Bill is so good. I think Bill's
Bill is
really
good.
good at playing Pennywise.
That big old dumbass CGI light bulb head he's got.
Yeah,
Like,
I
can't
think that
stand it.
does hurt. Does hurt it.
Looks like Jimmy Neutron.
Yeah. And also maybe my problem is too is like I wish maybe the outfit was a little more colorful and not the gray and red. Maybe. I don't
That could
know.
work. I mean, it really is the CGI at the end of the day for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
the CGI
it's-
for the show definitely is a big negative of the show. The Uncle
Well,
Sam.
I'm
Oh,
back,
and the
sorry.
dad, Lily's dad. I'm sick of it. I was sick of it. I'm like, do something else.
You don't
And
have to have
actually
any more
rewatching
of
the
it.
first It movie and seeing how Pennywise torments Bill with Georgie, that is so much better than what he does with Lily's dad. And I wish the thing is, like, what I liked about Derry is that it wasn't trying to copy the first movie, but I do
Sure.
think they should have used it more as a leverage or used the inspiration better because
Another
Bill and
nitpick
Georgie are so
overall-
strongly written, and then
Mhm.
Lily and her dad is weak in the show.
Another nitpick I have about the whole season that I've been looking at now that the finale is all in one piece and we've watched it all, and I was thinking about this earlier today. I don't like that. So also you start the show, and Pennywise takes out Maddie, to start his reign of terror, whatever, right? One of the things I don't like is the remaining, we'll call them early version of the Losers Club, right?
Joe, you got a new viewer on Twitch.
Oh, really? So when I was
Yeah.
gone? Oh, welcome. If you're
There.
on YouTube, make sure you follow Captain Multiverse on YouTube as well. That would be great. Because I'm not on Twitch very often, but I'll try to be there more. I really appreciate you adding me on Twitch. Also check out my YouTube. Thank you. But so thanks for letting me know about that. But so where I left off is he torments Lily for all of the season when he debuts. He doesn't, other than like taking her eye out, he doesn't do anything other than start threatening Marge towards the end. And like he kidnaps Will once and torments him, whatever, and like I just felt like Pennywise would find it to go after all of them in a better way.
Too much plot armor.
Yeah.
Character armor.
I was gonna say I went to go grab a drink when you guys were talking about it, but Kenna, when you were talking about the look of Pennywise, right? My biggest issue with this finale is that we start off in a form where, for me, I think the fact that Pennywise goes into that school and has all those kids, I just want the payoff. At this time in the storyline, if I'm writing this story, I know Pennywise has to get defeated, but if he's staying awake for a little bit and before he gets defeated and woken up, he needs to do something. So for me,
that's a really good point, Joe. Because
So-
you
so-
look at
so
the
for me-
opening episode, and he actually kills like 2 kids, right?
Yep.
Mhm. 3.
And then doesn't get any at the end of the show.
Right,
Mhm.
that's what I was saying. I'm like, he has this big line of these kids in the deadlights, and he doesn't even kill one. Because that was the thing. It's like I see, like when Derry was first airing, like the first episode dropped, everyone's like, "Oh, it's not the movies," because we all know that Losers Club, they come together, they defeat him, right? It's like, well, Pennywise, he don't have to worry about that. He can go crazy. Like everybody expected crazy big kills from Pennywise because the Losers Club aren't in it yet. So, and then we don't,
Yeah,
Get
I
that.
said I thought almost every character was gonna die.
or a
And, like,
half, yeah.
You get Rich dies.
Right. Oh yeah, but he doesn't die by Pennywise though.
And not even the finale.
Yeah.
How do you
You know
guys
what I mean?
feel
Like-
about the fact that he comes back and has to help the?
I don't know. I
losers
like
again?
it. I know that it can be silly, but I thought I liked the spirit coming back to help.
It was good. It was one of the best emotional beats of the episode.
Yeah,
That
I
was
liked
probably
it.
one of the most emotional parts, as well as when he's actually on, like he has his hand on his father's shoulder, right?
And Dick is
yeah, Dick's like he's right there with you.
And
Yeah,
this
that
is
the
was-
actually,
funeral scene was very sweet.
and this
Oh,
was
yeah.
actually one of those really cool times where like I don't think we've ever seen someone that had died in one of these storylines where Pennywise doesn't get to take their soul, and I think that was interesting. So I do like that.
I mean, what if
I mean,
like
we do see in It Chapter 2, we do see Stan. He kills himself in the beginning of the It Chapter 2 timeline because
Right, but he didn't do
he
anything to
doesn't-
contribute to like after he died. He didn't do anything to like really.
No, they didn't do the whole his spirit, but that's the thing though, is that the reason why he killed himself is because he knew that he was gonna hold the Losers Club back from defeating it.
Oh
That's-
yeah, right. I forgot about that.
That's
I
true,
hate
yeah.
chapter 2 that much.
Mhm.
But it's like one of my least favorite movies. I swear to
Because
God.
Stan was the scaredy cat, the most scared in the group, while Rick
only thing I
and
give-
Derry
yeah.
wasn't really scared.
The only thing that I give chapter 2 credit for is I still am a fan of Bill Hader as
Adult
Richie's standoff against Pennywise. I still think the best line in the movie is still, "You want to play truth or dare? You're a sloppy bitch." That shit still gets you every
I
time.
just love the Chinese restaurant scene where it's all normal, and then like they're having a great time, and then all of a sudden in the background, like all the fish tanks turn into blood, and like
Mhm.
the heads are floating in it, and I was like, this is what I wanted out of this movie. Like, give me real horror. You know what I mean? And the way it was executed was beautifully. Like, and I can't say that about one other scene in that whole fucking movie. Like, so that's just how I feel personally.
Yeah.
It just feels so hokey. It feels so hokey. Like,
Do you guys think? I know that they built this series on building up to the clown. If we're going back in time, do you guys think we can really see in this next season that we could see a really good new form before Bob Gray that he's gonna like actually use to torment whoever
I
he's
mean,
going after?
hopefully, it really depends on the budgeting and whatever has already been written for the script or whatever is being
I-
changed right now.
I think what's gonna kill me on this show is the next 2 seasons, because I can't do more. I can't do another 2 seasons of Pennywise, and that's what it's gonna
That's what
be.
I'm wondering. Is like, do we know? But the thing we got to find out is, do we know that he's gonna use Pennywise again?
Why wouldn't he? Because he got it back in like when? Before it's like when people are still using wagons. So like obviously he's Pennywise from the beginning of when he becomes him to now. But maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. Because
I thought
He
he
had
would
to
just
be-
use other
he
forms
did
because
he was a baby at the beginning of this season, right?
Yeah, he
I
was a
mean,
mutant
like-
baby. He was a whole
Yeah.
family, actually. He was a whole
Right.
family.
Right. So like how did that work? You know what I mean? Like he just comes back every time he comes back, he's like reborn again essentially. Yeah, because he's always being born and always dying, right? Confused, I guess.
that's
I don't know.
what's supposed to happen. Yeah, he's supposed to
Right.
be born again, and then
So yeah, I guess maybe he will take different forms before he gets back to Pennywise. And how the fuck does that make sense? Like I
Yeah,
don't
that's
know.
the issue. They didn't think through some of that. Like, even though the lore's there, it's the execution of the lore not being what it should be.
Stephen King loves it though.
Hmm
I think
like,
what we
that
also need
kinda
to
makes me
realize
mad.
about it overall, like the story, and also like obviously Stephen King loves it because it's exactly crazy. It's just crazy because he was. I mean, it's notoriously known that he was on stuff when he was writing the book, so you can just tell
You
that.
mean because
You can
of
just
the
tell
you
that.
mean because of the one certain scene in the book that will never be in any
No,
adaptation?
not that. Just overall.
Haha.
Generally, in the entire book, the entire book. The reason why it's even 1,000 pages in the first place is because he was on drugs and he was just writing whatever came to him.
I bet that's why that scene got in there. He was like, I'm gonna really shock these motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
high as shit on cocaine or something. And like,
It's crazy.
I know what to do. I know what to. You know what I mean? Like I could see it.
What is your guys' highlight since we've seen the whole season? What's your guys' highlight moment from the whole season?
That womb?
Yeah, I like the womb.
Ronnie in the womb. I
Ronnie
absolutely
in
love
the
that
womb.
scene.
Oh,
Yeah.
my other biggest thing about this show. Ronnie's subplot with the
We got
dad
underground.
went nowhere.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
sorry,
I
he
know,
just
right?
he just
It did
what?
go nowhere. Yeah, you're right about that.
Yeah.
It just was
Okay,
over.
so he's framed for murder. Okay. All right. He's being chased. The cops are after him. He's been
We've got bigger problems now. Don't worry about him anymore. We've got this.
He has
You
an
know what I mean?
affair with Ingrid. He has an affair with Ingrid. Ingrid Deadlights. Okay. He is with the Native Americans and meets up with Lottie and Charlotte, Leroy and Dick. Okay, he comes with for the finale. He doesn't do shit because he's scared. And he's just kind of
Also,
standing there.
That's another nitpick I have of the Pennywise lore that I just thought about. I'm glad you mentioned the Deadlights thing.
Why? Yeah,
So-
me too. Because Ingrid
so
is still in the Deadlights, but Will's father isn't.
And
You
like,
mean Mike's father?
Yeah. Yes. Sorry,
well,
Will.
Will-
the confusion is
His
that
name is Will.
when they go through the
Mhm.
Deadlights, and I know the book kind of explains it differently, and I know some of the other lore Stephen King lays out explains it, but the thing I don't understand is with everyone else, when the Deadlights are used, they are like put in a trance that basically makes it where they're primed for soul consumption.
Oh.
We'll call it.
Sorry. I was just thinking about this. I thought about this earlier, but I forgot. So, like, I immediately thought when Will was, in the Deadlights and they find him on the ice, I thought they were going to do a callback to, like, in the movie, Beverly gets in the Deadlights, but then Ben kisses her, and essentially it's like this true love breaks the spell thing. And I thought Ronnie was going to do that with Will, but then they didn't. And I'm like, okay. But I don't... I don't
That didn't
feel
really
it.
go anywhere either, huh?
No, because she moves.
Right?
She moves out of Derry, so obviously, like, we don't. Because here's
But
the
that
thing.
makes
What's
sense
interesting?
too. That works too. That's kids' life. You know what I mean?
Mhm. It works actually. So what's interesting is that she leaves Derry, and even though Will's like, "Oh, we're gonna write letters so you don't forget me," I think she does eventually forget because that's what happens when you leave Derry. Because at the end of the show, when you watch the behind the scenes little thing that they do, they show a family tree, explaining the Halloran family line where they have Will and then they have the mom, but the mom's not Ronnie. It's like a question mark and then Mike. So I don't think Ronnie is Mike's mom because I think she never comes back to Derry to see Will again.
Okay.
And that's not okay. I'm sorry. It's just like he just gets the murder charges dropped off him. Like none of the other racist people are
bounced.
coming after him. Huh?
He bounced. It's all good.
I mean, good for
Yeah.
him. Good for him for leaving. I'm not saying, but like, still, it's like he was literally framed for murder. He was on the run, and he just gets to go.
Yeah.
Well, here's the
I
thing that you gotta
hate-
remember, right? Here's the thing I was thinking about, and this makes a lot of sense, right? So, when you're in Derry, even when he's sleeping, everything that happens in Derry happens under Pennywise's way of he wants to build that aggression. He wants to do whatever. He wants to keep Derry miserable, right? So,
Mhm.
if you leave Derry, you're out of his reach. So, he's not going to send the cops after the guy because where's he going to send him to? He don't know where he goes out after Derry.
Is that the idea though? Like, I get
I
what
don't
you're
think so.
saying, Joe, but like, I also just think racism exists. You know what I mean?
Oh,
So
that
like,
Right.
exists too. That definitely exists. I'm not denying that.
No, I know you're not denying that, but racism's not real.
Yeah. No,
Please
it's
don't take that out of context, somebody. Oh God. But no, go ahead,
you're
go.
done for.
Yeah,
You're done.
I'm
Just,
kidding.
Get
I
out.
think it's but the thing I was saying earlier was about the deadlights is, so Ingrid gets hit with it, and we find out that she's at Juniper Hill, right, and her mind's all messed up. But what I don't understand is when you're in the deadlights, you're like in a trance where you are completely just stuck.
Yeah,
And
you're like
she-
in a never-ending nightmare.
And when you
You're in a
see her,
Coma.
even though her brain is trash now, she is awake while still being trash. So all he did is just basically make it where her brain is just distraught, but she can still like move her body, which is weird to me. Because when you see her in the
To be
epilogue,
honest, I'm checked out. I'm just gonna watch whatever happens in the next 2 seasons, and I'm not gonna think too hard on about it because it's not.
Yeah, I kind of feel that way too. Just because it's like, how do you build more lore going backwards? Exactly, that like I care about, because that was my original thing with this season in the first place. That was my original thing with this show in the first place. But they did a good job proving me wrong. So
just remember the way, even if we go back to these next 2 seasons, something about me with being a content creator and the way that I create my content, I'm not gonna let laziness or unexplained lore go, because
Oh yeah, no, I'm sure the next time we talk about the next 2 seasons, I'm sure we're all gonna be like, hey, that didn't make sense when they did this. But
Yeah.
also I feel like that is something that we are just going to have to accept.
except
with
that the
the
lore's
coming-
gonna be fucked.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I just don't think like the more, it's gonna get more convoluted. It's gonna get more like you're just taking risks. Does this make sense? You have less and less steps that you're able to make without messing things up. Like we'll see what happens. I mean, I felt the way I felt about this show going in, which I was a hater on it big time, and I walked
really
out
hope that they-
not a
yeah.
hater. So
I really
it's
hope
possible.
that they don't. I really hope that if we are going back into different time periods, I really hope that there's not going to be anything else that alludes to Pennywise knowing something about the
Oh,
future.
there definitely will. I feel there's gonna be more of it. And like 38 is a very interesting year to have to depict. Like that is almost never depicted because it's right before World War II.
Yep, and I
Mhm.
did some digging into that. I know what big storyline they're gonna do for season 2 based on that timeline now.
What? You
I think
that
the Bradley-
you're
I
gonna
think the Bradley
escalate the
gang
idea
nerd-
of World War II? Is that going to be the idea of it?
Well, so think about this, right? So you remember how in history you have the gangsters of the 1920s, right? So in the 1920s you had the gangsters, you had all this stuff. Now
Prohibition.
when you head into the 30s, they're gonna do the Bradley gang murder next. That's got to be the next thing because that's the time.
You know,
to
from
do
the
it.
opening where they're
Yeah,
all shooting,
yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, totally. That makes sense.
Mhm. That's what I was
Right.
thinking about.
Which could be, who knows, man? Like it could be really good. It could be like a period piece drama with really good horror. I mean, the less Pennywise, the better. Like
I don't need to see Pennywise with a gun. That's all I need to know.
that's gonna
Yeah.
happen though, because
Yeah,
he's got a Tommy gun. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like, and that's the period it's literally from.
I
So
just don't want to see him as the clown. I hope that was just for the intro to do their thing. I hope he's something else.
Nah, I think it'll be no, but I do agree that we need more different forms that it takes, but I do think they're gonna fulfill just like how it is in the intro. Because that's another thing too, is like in the books he's described that he defies law of physics. So he's gonna be literally hanging out the window, having like, I think this is a scene in the book actually, where he's out hanging out the window and his feet are up and it's being held. His feet are being held tied together by a balloon while he's out the window, either waving or I'm sure in the Derry show, it would be the shooting, because that's how it is in the intro. He's drawn hanging out the window shooting the gun. I think I want Pennywise to be more funny, but not too funny. Like, I don't know. I like the idea that Pennywise, this entity who can just, kill just by itself, but he's using a gun just because he can. I think that has a little funniness charm to it.
It can't, yeah.
But like
Vecna
that
makes
was
an
like
appearance.
Vecna
Stop.
and Pennywise are cousins, twice removed. Yeah, that's my theory. All right.
What if one was his first victim?
Whoa! And Vecna this entire time has been in the Deadlights? Whoa!
Or what if Vecna was really never real and Stranger Things just didn't tell you since they steal from everything?
It was
That
all a
it's Pennywise this
dream.
entire time.
I want to say this while we're on stream, so I have it on record as well. Steve and Nancy are getting together. Jonathan is dying, giving him the ring. Steve is proposing to Nancy with that ring. Okay? 11 is not dying. There's no way 11 dies. Fight me, Chosen.
Oh! Oh!
Must be past his bedtime. He's not around.
Nah.
Don't forget about Krusty the Clown. That's right. Krusty the Clown and
Oh, yeah,
Pennywise
Simpsons.
fight. And they also fight Vecna.
So now on the
And then
topic of Walking
Terrifier
Dead,
kills all of
you-
them.
You know what I did see that's really interesting that I saw that's kind of crazy today that I saw a video about?
What?
People have placed, because of the whole fear thing, I saw a Ghost Rider versus Pennywise video today. And I thought that was really interesting.
And he uses the pen and stare and just wins.
Yeah.
Like pen and stare versus Deadlights. Just like a total standoff, like that Adventure Time episode with the two things just eternally staring at each other for the rest of the time.
You know, if there was a way, because those type of characters aren't established in Stephen King's lore, if there was a way to get rid of every form of Pennywise, including the Deadlights for good, I think Ghost Rider would be the way. There's no way, if you write that in the lore, that
Well,
that-
guess what's gonna happen in Doomsday? Ghost Rider appears.
Man,
And
I
he
don't-
defeats the Deadlights
Shows
for
up
good.
in Derry. They said, "Fuck New York City. We're going to Maine."
Mhm.
yo, Dick Horan, just go get Nick Cage. You'll save everyone's stuff.
There was something else that I was gonna say about Derry.
I'd love to see Ghost Rider take on this stupid.
I can't
fucking
watch season
demonic
2 or
clown.
3. I'm lactose intolerant now. No more dairy for me.
No more dairy for you.
It's a good joke. Maybe you should try some milk instead.
That's dairy.
Oh.
Bah. Lily,
Just
what
agree
about
that we
Juniper
just-
Hill? Juniper Hill. Where's the
Jezebel,
asylum?
Jezebel.
Juniper
Let's just
Hill,
agree that we just need to see more
I'm,
Dick
like,
Horan and less other characters.
I'm out there like clanging pots like Juniper Hill. Where's my Juniper Hill? Where
Yo,
Maybe they'll do a
Hey.
whole spin-off about Juniper Hill.
You're not gonna
I
get
doubt
more
it.
of it either, too. Like that was the time to do it. It was the '60s. Like,
Literally, it was the perfect
Yeah,
time, and we get like
it was the
one little
time.
thing, and it's
Yep.
like,
Hello
okay.
there.
yeah, you
Welcome
didn't get
on
much of the '60s
J-Rex.
culture. It was
Mm-mm.
really just like that small. It almost felt more '50s in a way.
Yeah, that's what I would always say that it was set in the 1950s.
Right,
'Cause that's what it was
'60s
giving.
is like counterculture, hippies, and
I
like
mean, it is set in 1962 exactly, so, but
'64
yeah.
is when that shit popped off, but it was still happening. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like,
It started. Yeah, it started. It was growing.
oh, for sure.
Yeah,
Um,
I literally thought it was more 1950s, less 60s.
yeah. I
that
mean, 2
entire
years
time.
before '64, you should definitely at least see one hippie. Come on. You know what I
But
mean?
also, I feel like it would be hard to have the hippie movement in a town like Derry.
But there should at least be one or a couple people.
Right,
You know, you
I
don't
get
have
that.
to have the movement, but like it was all over the country. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter like if you were in Maine, like it was still there. It's not like you.
50
It's not
new
like they're-
followers.
It's not like the
you just
hippies
gonna-
are. It's not
Are
like
you
the
just
hippies
gonna
are.
do that on? Are you just gonna do that on just Twitch or YouTube as well? Someone said something in the chat to us.
Oh wow, that would be amazing, J-Rex. Oh, that's actually for me. How you doing, man?
Oh, that's sick, bro.
I would
Yeah,
love it if you gave me 50. I haven't.
Give him some viewers. He needs some extra
What
followers
if?
on his Twitch.
What if? Let's do it.
What if? Dang, we're making a what if. Let's go.
Oh,
What
no.
if?
No more what ifs.
No more what
Yeah.
ifs.
What
I
if
can't put up on you.
Pennywise?
Died. Good.
No, just what if Pennywise? And then
Oh,
what if Captain? Wait, what if Pennywise takes the form of Captain Carter in 1938?
That would make you happy, because then you would have a more entertaining Captain Carter.
Because get it, it's Captain
What's her name?
Carter. Captain Carter,
No, what's her actual name?
Peggy Carter,
I was gonna say, is it Penny?
Peggy.
You know, I can't wait to be sitting in
Pennywise.
can't wait to be sitting in Doomsday, Kenna, when she puts that costume on in live action, and you're gonna be so mad.
Yeah, it would be very funny when I actually see it in real life. Maybe I don't even do anything. I just sit there, dead, dead
Yeah,
look in my
yeah, I
eye.
could use some new
That's how you
footage
put me
on
in the
YouTube.
deadlights. That's how you put me in the deadlights. I start floating
Because you're gonna see her in the big screen.
because I see Captain Carter IRL. I'm like, ah.
Hey, maybe
Did
if
I just
Doomsday is
actually get 50 followers?
maybe if Doomsday is more like Den of Nerds says, no girls allowed. Maybe Doom will just grab Captain Carter and
man.
just choke her out.
Thanks so much, J-Rex, man. We got like 8 viewers in my Twitch right now. Yeah,
You hit-
no, we're doing.
You hit 300, bro.
Yeah, thank you so much, man.
Appreciate spreading the support,
Appreciate
bro.
you big time. We do. Actually, we should say it right now, Joe. My name is Ian. What up, man? Thanks, man. So next week, you guys, if you like the show, Legion of Creators, then next week we're gonna be doing Tuesday, I believe. We're going back to Tuesdays.
Yep.
Yeah, is that all right, Kenna?
Yes.
Okay.
Her face.
So yeah, we're thinking. What were you saying, Joe? 4 p.m. or 5?
4 p.m. Yeah, my time 4 p.m. and Kenna's time
Okay.
4 p.m. 5 yours.
Yep. Okay. So that's 4 p.m. Eastern Central Time and 5 p.m. Eastern Time on Tuesdays. That's when the next show will be if you guys are interested at all. I myself am a streamer. I play video games all the time. We might be playing some Rivals after this. Maybe I'll stream it. I'm thinking about streaming some Fallout. I play just about everything. I just haven't been
We're gonna be,
on it lately.
Oh yeah, we are also gonna be doing we're gonna be doing a holiday tier list next week for holiday movies. And then we're also gonna be doing. We're getting close to the end of the year, so we'll be putting some movie lists together for you guys too. So that'll be fun.
Oh yeah, we'll do a big 2025 wrap up. Top 3 movies, top 3 TV shows. One thing too, Kenna, if you have interest, is Joe wants to start doing a little bit of comics again.
Okay.
We're gonna do X-Men.
X-Men
I think is what
comics?
we talked
Alright.
about.
I mean, I've been pushing for that Chris Claremont. You know what I mean?
I know. You always
yeah.
bring it up when you can.
I do, because it's the run of X-Men. You know what I mean? Like that is X-Men. You know, like literally when you read it, you'll be like, oh my god, this is in the animated series. All those stories from the animated series are ripped from the
that.
Chris Claremont run. You know what I mean? Because it's X-Men.
Yeah,
man.
we should read some
Like-
good X-Men stuff. I think X-Men's a good place to read right now.
Oh yeah, and there's not really much superhero stuff going. Like we just got all these teasers. DC stuff's not happening for a few months. Like it's probably a good time to keep superhero content going by doing it ourselves. Essentially.
Once we finish all the X-Men stuff, I really want to start reading Doom stuff.
So we haven't decided exactly how many issues we'll read for the next episode, but I don't know. I'm thinking like 10, something like that.
Yeah, I'll start in the
no,
next
like the
couple
first
days. Start
arc.
prepping.
Probably the first arc, the first real story arc of the comic series, wherever
Yeah, I'll
that
start
ends.
prepping in the next couple days.
Yeah, we'll figure it out, and we'll have updates. You guys, give me a follow on YouTube. Give Joe a follow. Captain Multiverse. I'm Dinger the Winger. Makes a huge difference. I love all
Yep.
the love on Twitch. Believe me, I love Twitch. I'm monetized on Twitch, so I'm all about it. But we're trying to grow on YouTube too, so definitely come by to the YouTube channel. Dinger the
YouTube is our
Winger.
main platform. I'm monetized on YouTube, so definitely if you want to come check me out, obviously we got the podcast. Me and Luke collaborate in regular streams as well as our podcast. So if you want to always see Dinger, you come see my streams. You'll see him. He's around.
Yeah, I'm in there quite a bit. It's been good.
Yeah.
It's been good. I got to play Dispatch, Ferocious. There's tons of new games, small games,
Good
all
stream.
over the place.
Oh, look who shows up.
Chosen, dude. Are you ready for Steve and Nancy to get together? Are you ready for that, dude? I'm waiting for it. I know Jonathan's gonna die and give him that ring. I'm telling you, dude, it's gonna happen. Hey guys, so
did you know they're gonna introduce Brandon H. Lee again as another new character? And
With
now
the
instead of
followers again?
Quan, now he's gonna die again, but in a much worse way. So,
did you
you know,
get me more followers, dude?
it's all good. I'm just teasing you,
307?
Chosen.
Let's go.
Look at
bro.
followers, hurry, dude. You're cooking on your Twitch, man. You're getting it all. Stanley
go.
sucks. What's wrong with Stan? Oh, you're saying is that Steve and Nancy's?
Stancy,
Yeah, that's the ship name.
You hit 356. Oh my god, dude! Thank you so much. How
Damn,
are you doing this?
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with their couple?
I will say
Chosen.
Stancy is an issue because if Nancy and Steve do get back together in Stranger Things season 5, their character development, both of them go backwards. So that's why.
I guess it's Stranger Things though. So, but
Who cares?
kinda.
It's
But,
ending. Does it really matter if it's ending?
dude, J-Rex, thank you so much, man. Thank you so much, dude. Guy just gave me 100 followers.
Way to go, man.
Oh my god, that's
Thank you
amazing.
for helping out Luke, man. You're awesome.
I can donate followers. Want to hit 400, dude? I want to hit 10,000. Let's go. Like whatever you can do, man. I
Keep hitting
appreciate
the
it.
goodies, man. Keep hitting the good guys. Like all the
Christmas
goodies.
spirit.
That's amazing. Yeah, for real. You got me wanting to stream all over again.
Tis the season.
Facts, Kenna. Chosen, you know what I really like that you hey, and you guys, if you want to check out another podcast, Chosen here does the Hellfire one. You can check out them on YouTube, Hellfire
Yeah, Jake,
podcast.
yeah, check out Jake and them. They do their Hellfire. You
He
may
does-
catch me on the latest episode, day before Christmas for Stranger Things. I might make a guest appearance.
Nice. Yeah, they do a nice tier list on that podcast, which I like quite a bit.
I like
start
to be
doing
on
some
there, but I
tier
just
lists.
never have the time. I'm so busy doing my own stuff.
I get that. Yeah, I wouldn't mind being on an episode here or there. Done.
Done with
Look
the
at-
followers for you.
Oh my god, oh my god. We gotta see what this is, dude. This is insane. What are we? 404! Let's go, dude! Oh my god, 150 followers.
Can we need to build you? We need to make you that that clip from Multiverse of Madness when
Thank you
Captain
so
Carter
much,
gets
man.
killed by Wanda.
Oh,
That should be
you
your- that should
gotta
be your
film me in the
intro-
theater
that
when
should
that
be your
comes to that point.
That should be your intro clip. Whenever Kenna comes in, we should take that clip of
Nah,
Multiverse of
I mean it
Madness,
would be
Wanda
funny, but I don't
Captain
know about
Carter.
intro.
And here's Kenna. Oh look, her favorite character getting killed.
I
so
turned to dust.
if anybody in the chat's got anything they'd like to ask, like Marvel, DC,
Wait,
Fallout,
let's do. This is a good popping off stream. Let's do open bar. Let's do Q&A.
yeah, open Q&A if anybody has any questions, Otherwise, we're getting to the end of the podcast kind of here. Trying to figure out what left there is to even talk about. If you guys even have any, like you guys, Joe, kind of have even DC or Marvel stuff you want to go back to, that's usually the
I don't
easiest.
think I have anything. I just want to see what the chat comes up with. I want to see what everyone
Oh.
decides.
So I got my friend to watch the Suicide Squad, the James Gunn version, and we started watching season 1 of Peacemaker, which is always fun. It's always fun rewatching Peacemaker.
Sure.
But the Suicide Squad movie, I don't know if it's because, it's like my third rewatch of the movie, and maybe it's because it's so fresh in my mind, but I was watching it and I was sitting there thinking, I think honestly so far, I think it's my personal, I think it's one of James Gunn's best comic book movies. I think it's his better one. I don't know, I feel like
I rewatched it and I had before Peacemaker season 2, and I have a crazy take on it that's kind of wild.
What?
It's my second favorite James Gunn. Well, I don't know, but yeah. No,
well, I'm
it's
just
my
saying
second...
movies.
Yeah,
like,
it was
I'm
movies.
not counting the TV show.
I was debating between some of this other stuff because I'm one of the rare camps that really loves Superman, and I was trying to teeter between if I like it more than Superman or not, and I think I do.
I feel the same way in the sense of I think the thing about Superman, it is a really good movie, but we also have discussed before that James Gunn, I feel like he had to play it safe, and there's artistically, it's really the artistic stuff that I really love about the Suicide Squad movie, is that like the way that he shows passage of time, and also showing like in what's the word? Oh, Operation like Jotunheim or Operation Harley, and he uses like scenery, or he uses fire or fake smoke, or 8 minutes earlier with the clouds, and he was gonna do that for Superman. He was gonna do things like that, where he was gonna be like, okay, 3 days later or a minute earlier. But test screeners didn't like it, so he took it out, and I wish he kept it in.
Yeah,
I wish he kept those things in the Superman movie. And also I feel like Superman movie, James Gunn's Superman is so accurately Superman, but I think the Suicide Squad really feels like a really fun comic book movie. Like it's a crazy team, crazy villain, and also like again the artistic direction with the movie too. I think it really is like comic book.
Chosen. I think that we are all agreement on that topic. I'm pretty sure we all have the same favorite episode.
I don't know if episode 7 is the best. I don't know. I don't think I have a favorite when it comes to the Dairy Show. I think all the episodes are
7 is not my favorite. I think 5 was. It's 2 or 5.
Yeah,
really?
5.
I have too many issues. I like 5, but I have the big glaring issue with 5 that just kind of takes me out of it, which is the fact that the other forms aren't good. Because the cuts are not.
For me, there's just parts of 7 that drive me crazy, like when he's standing in front of that damn window and gets shot in the head. It's military trained. Like, come on.
See, that's like really nitpicking, though. I like 7 because it has the best stuff that happens. Because Pennywise kills so many people in that episode, and that's how they set up all the really cool stuff with Dick in there as well.
I get that. It definitely has some real plot movement, no doubts. I can get stuck on little details a little bit. If you go back to the beginning of the episode, you can see that with Fallout. But I like to overanalyze everything. Maybe
my whole thing is the Game Awards still running. They're done now.
Nah, Game Awards are over, my dude. But if you want some Game Awards content
on those other movies, what I'll say on that one, Kenna, is on James Gunn's movies and on the Suicide Squad. For me, and I don't know when this is coming, I'm really hoping it's soon. I just love Bloodsport. I just want to see.
Yeah, Bloodsport is great.
If we either get a Peacemaker season 3 or whatever, whether it be Checkmate, whatever it is, we need Bloodsport to come back because I love Bloodsport.
When I was watching the movie, it's still your kid.
I forgot to change that.
When I was watching the Suicide Squad movie with my friend, and now this friend is not a superhero hater, but like not like a fan, like not super into it, right?
Not super sweaty. It's okay.
Now, yeah, and it's so funny because his reactions and my reactions are so different because obviously this is the third time that I'm seeing this movie, so I know the characters. And then it's also like he's seen the 2016 Suicide Squad movie but doesn't really remember it. And you know, when oh my god, I can't talk. Captain Boomerang showed up, and then you know we don't see him again. I was like, oh no! And he's like, who? I'm like, it's funny because I'm like mourning these characters, and he's like, I don't even know who these are. So it's just like it was a very funny dynamic watching
That's
the movie.
that's an interesting thing.
'Cause
I
I'm
love.
like, oh no, this character,
Oh
this
my
this
God.
superhero character, and he's like, what? Who are these people? And it's like, oh my god, the scene where Peacemaker killed Rick Flag Jr. I said, oh no, he kills Rick, and then my friend goes, that was his name, and I said, yes, his name was Rick Flag Jr.
Like
So.
Junior.
Thank you so much, J-Rex. I don't want to
That's-
impose,
What a joke.
if you can throw some followers down to Joe on Twitch too, it would probably help him want to stream on Twitch more, I think.
Yeah. It's
But you don't
possible.
multi-stream, Joe, do you?
I have an idea about that. I'm gonna start incorporating that.
You should. If you do
I'm gonna
everything
do it on my
through
laptop
Restream,
so I can do it at the same time. That
yeah,
way.
man.
it
I-
should
That would be
work.
awesome. But yeah, I do both all the time. So I appreciate you so much, J-Rex, man. That's like huge, man. 200 followers. 200 followers in a day, man. Yeah, there you go, Joe. He will. You know, you
Appreciate
get some
it.
extra followers to get you a little motivation to get on Twitch more.
Yeah, if I get
Uh,
more followers, I might go on Twitch more often. YouTube's my home, but I'll try.
Heard Bob
Good
Iger will
chosen.
step down at the end of the
Good. Good. Let's hope it's real. Can we get Kathleen out too?
year. What about Kevin Feige? How much longer do you think he has?
I don't know, man. We need his replacement first. Until Favreau steps up and leaves Star Wars, we'll see. Oh, Jedi Joey.
Would you write it into the chat, Joe?
Yeah.
Just so he has the exact handle.
Should be pretty.
And he's
easy.
asking for your Twitch one.
Yeah, I know. That's why I
Okay.
said Jedi Joey.
Yeah,
Because
Jedi
back when
Joey.
we did Twitch and
There's no
YouTube,
numbers or
I-
anything?
I don't think so. Let me see. What does it click do? Can I look at it when I look at it real quick? AJ, you follow me on Twitch. What does it
Alright,
say my
six-
handle is?
I got it right here, Joe. It's Jedi Joey 66.
Okay. Oh, that's right. Because
Order
Order
66.
66. I forgot about that. I did it on purpose. Execute order.
Yeah, I'll write it in.
66.
It's all good.
What were we chatting about? Oh yeah, I'm gonna get in trouble when I get the announcement that Kathleen leaves Lucasfilm, because I've had this big video / big stream planned. I'm gonna get in such trouble because yeah, thanks. Because that I've been waiting for that day for so long for her to be out, and I'm gonna be. I always tease people like this. I think I told Chris this once. I'm gonna be like in Return of the Jedi with the Ewoks, like partying and celebrating when they blow up the Death Star. Because that's the day that change can happen. When she's gone, and if both those morons are gone, then things could happen.
J-Rex, why are you so kind? I don't like. Where
You
did
know,
you come
why
from,
are you so
man?
kind?
Where did you
Did you
come
say
from?
why,
Why-
AJ? Are you saying why about the name thing? Oh, it's just for the Twitch followers, AJ. I know I lurked most stream, but I gotta head out. Y'all have
No
fun.
worries.
Alright,
Thank you
thanks
so
for
much
coming
for
by.
coming by.
Appreciate you, man. You're
We'll-
welcome
we'll be-
anytime.
We'll be on all the time, man. We're on the podcast once a week. We stream like every day. So
Yeah, man, we do our thing. That's what we do. It's good stuff.
yeah, no, this is awesome, man.
Yeah, dude,
This
we had
was
a
a-
good stream. I
yeah.
bet the viewership is crazy
No,
when
it's
we
good.
look back. Look at followers. I would have to open Twitch. I'll open it in a minute.
Do you mean me or Joe, J-Rex?
Yeah, which one? Who needs to look?
Because I'll look at yours right now too, Joe. We got to keep talking here. We got to keep talking. What's your favorite Lobo episode?
Oh, Lobo episode.
Lobo story, I guess. It's probably going to be from a
thank you.
cartoon, no?
72 out of 30. Thanks. That's
oh my
sick.
God.
Thank you guys. So Lobo, like obviously in episodes, he's been in a lot of different media. He's got the live action appearance in Krypton. He's been in I think some Justice League episodes. I really like him in Young Justice because they do some really cosmic stuff, and I think Kenna remembers too, where he just gets to take. There's this really cute alien that's got like this. You know that magic shell stuff you put on ice cream.
My experience, I don't really remember Lobo from the Young Justice super well. I only know Lobo really from the Justice League cartoon.
Okay.
Mostly.
So I remember.
I don't think I ever got that far enough into Young Justice to see Lobo in it, but
No, you're
my
fine, J-Rex. Keep going.
mine is. Oh, we did watch that one animated movie.
Yeah, he was pretty good in that Man of Tomorrow one, right? With Martian Manhunter that looked like Mahershala Ali in there. Yeah, no, that was a good one. I liked him in that. He was
You're up
cool.
to 125, Joe. 124.
Sick.
Yeah,
Thanks,
dude.
guys.
That's awesome. J-Rex, you are the man.
You guys are awesome. Thanks, guys. I'm gonna definitely stream on Twitch more often.
Oh yeah, get that multi-stream up, man.
I'm gonna start dual streaming for sure.
All you got to do is do it through Restream, and you'll be fine. Yeah, Restream's amazing. We wouldn't be getting all these followers right now if it wasn't
Without
for Restream. Yeah, for real.
Man.
So,
Double Restream, gotta do it.
oh yeah, it's awesome. But yeah,
Games too, yeah. I'll be streaming games as well, AJ. From now on, I'll be doing Rivals on both platforms.
oh yeah, for
So
sure.
you'll see it. You'll see it. And I'm gonna be doing
Rivals.
it next time I stream Expedition. I'll be doing it on both platforms. So,
Yep, Expedition
so you guys
33.
can see my stuff.
Oh,
And
yeah.
also, I was thinking about it. Twitch doesn't have as hard of copyright laws, so we might be able to do just Twitch sometimes and get some cool stuff going on.
Oh yeah, we could do some exclusive Twitch stuff, you know.
Yeah.
I've got you to 500, dude. You are the man, bro.
You're so
you
cool,
got
man.
me like passing people I've actually seen blow up that I used to know.
Yeah, dude, no,
It's
you guys
fun.
are so cool. And I'm trying to think if there's any other big Lobo sort of ones. I liked him in the Man of Tomorrow stuff. I like him in Young Justice. Yeah, Justice League, from what I remember, he's got some good stuff. I like him a
Yeah.
lot. He's cool. Trying to think any other big cool topics that we could go into. Trying to think if I had anything else. I might have had one thing. Oh yeah, here's what we can talk about. I know Kenna doesn't play Fortnite, but you sometimes like to play Fortnite, Luke. Batman Beyond and Joker are coming to Fortnite.
Wow, Batman Beyond.
Oh, I
Batman
did see
Beyond.
that actually.
I feel like
That'd be
Mr.
cool.
I feel like
I feel
Mr.
like
Beast.
Mr. Beast when he does
When I
this.
do this, oh, that's sick. Law. Oh, you know, you guys want to do us a big solid for stream topics. Let's do it. Let's get some numbers in the chat. I think it's still going on right now, but who's winning? Jake Paul right now, or
Oh
Joshua?
man, I wonder how that's going right now.
Get some highlights on, bro.
I completely forgot about that.
Play Fortnite sometimes, but we can play someday. Yeah, totally. I'm down.
Oh
I'm
hell
down
yeah,
to play some
J-Rex.
Fort.
J-Rex,
on
how many
Rivals.
followers do you have, man? That's what I'm wondering now. I'm gonna have to check your stream out.
We'll be hopping on Rivals soon. Don't worry.
I'm in the Discord. Word. Oh, okay, I'm not gonna deal with all that. Yeah, I'm trying to throw up Netflix on a separate screen right now and just get an idea.
I'm in Discord. Oh, that's cool. I'm broke. I don't give myself. Oh, really? Bro, we're gonna send some people your way, man. We're gonna help you out. Are you also on YouTube? Because if you're on YouTube, we're gonna hook you up big time, man. I'm gonna send my people your way.
Let's see what's up. Let's see what's up. He's been around since July 2024, and he's got 155 followers. How are you giving me all these damn followers, dude?
Yes, you're on YouTube. Okay, so if you're not following Dinger on YouTube or me on YouTube, you can find Dinger. He's got his live channel. Oh, sick, man! I'm happy he hit gold. Yes, and then you can follow
nice.
me. And you can find me like it says on the bottom of the banner. Check out Captain Multiverse on YouTube.
I just followed you back too, J-Rex.
Yeah.
So you're up. You're up one.
Oh, thanks, AJ. Thank you, bro. I have 124 followers on Twitch now. All right. That's cool.
Nice, dude. Let's go, bro. Thank you. Thank you for
You guys are
giving me
awesome.
such a good day. Thank you. 200 followers, like 250 followers. It's
You're
insane.
giving him the winner attitude, man. The winger is getting the winger attitude.
Yeah, dude. Winger dinger, or winner dinner. Dinner, winner, dinger, winger, dinner.
You
Next time
got
we gotta
it.
Thank
cook
you.
some chicken.
I've-
Sub to
J-Rex.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate you.
J-Rex, you have no idea, dude, but I've had an incredibly stressful week, and this has been. Thank you.
I appreciate
you.
this. I appreciate the follow
Something
on
else.
YouTube. Thank you.
Something else, positive to focus on, which is
Yeah,
always
man,
makes
this is
such a
so
big
sick.
difference.
This is one of our best turnout. I'm gonna have to look at the numbers after, but I think this is one of our best
Oh,
turnout
this is
streams we've had in a long time.
Easily our most viewed episode we've ever had, right now.
Yeah, dude. You're so welcome. Thank you so much. You guys are making our night, and like, of course, like, send Luke all the love, because he has really had a really rough year, and this means so much to both of us. Like, he's had a rough
Gotta
year.
have,
I've had some rough times, and it means a lot to us, guys.
J-Rex, are you a big superhero guy by any chance? Because I feel what we mostly focus on around here is superheroes, being the legion
Yeah,
of creators.
we Legion, we go talk about anything that
He
gets
said
hyped.
yes.
All good, you are. You're hyped. Dude,
Word. You belong
wait.
in Legion headquarters then.
I got big plans for our podcast in April, man. April's gonna be our month.
Oh, April's gonna be insane. Yeah, J-Rex, we'll get you
Invincible.
followed up too, man. We got
Yeah, we
people
got-
on Legion headquarters. Well, you can get yourself promoted. How
We
often
got
do you actually
Invincible.
stream?
Yeah, we got Invincible on there. We got Daredevil. We got The Boys season 5. Yes, sir.
Yeah, for April.
April's gonna be peak
Um,
month.
Wasn't there another thing? I thought there
I
was
think
one
so.
more.
I feel like there is
Invincible,
one.
The
more.
Boys, Daredevil,
Daredevil. Am I
and is
missing
there a
one?
movie?
There might be a movie. I'd have to look
Supergirl?
into it. Not April. She's May, I think. No, she might be June. I feel like she's summertime. There's something else in April, though. I'll have to look it
Maybe
up.
an animated thing,
Possibly.
like Marvel or DC.
Like, it might be.
I don't know.
Have to look
It'd
into
be
it.
cool if we got the Invincible game at the same time as the new season.
Bro,
I'd
I
be
want to play
really
that. I know
into
you don't play beat 'em up games as often, other than like Cosmic Invasion, but I would totally play Invincible with you, man.
Oh no, Invincible is a fighter, not a beat 'em
Yeah,
up.
I like fighters. I like fighters a
Oh,
lot.
okay. No, I like fighters too. Weren't you saying you were gonna beat me in Mortal Kombat 1?
I think we did talk about that once.
Yeah. Yeah. You ain't beating me in Mortal Kombat 1. Let's go.
Dang, this challenge is
I'll
real.
destroy you. Yeah, dude. My Melina is mean. Mean.
My
same
my
with
my Johnny
Omni-Man.
Cage is mean. My Omni-Man is pretty mean. I'm really mean as Kenshi.
Maybe we'll
Okay,
have to
Grinch.
set up a King of the Hill
That'd be fun.
party. Yeah, get viewers in, get other people who play Mortal Kombat,
That'd
get
be fun.
retro.
That'd be fun. I would love to do like a little Mortal Kombat tournament. That'd be fun.
Oh yeah, that would be cool.
We should do that as promotion for the movie when it gets close to the movie release. That'd be
Sure.
kind of fun.
Oh yeah, same with Street Fighter.
Yeah. Oh, Street Fighter.
I'm-
I need
I'm
to play
not-
the Street Fighter
I
games. I haven't played
suck
Street
at
Fighter in
Street
a
Fighter.
while.
I suck at Street Fighter, dude. I like fighting
I
games,
haven't
but
played in a while, but I gotta play it again. Who's your favorite
think
Street
it
Fighter
looks-
character? Do you have a favorite character you like?
Street Fighter. Well, I mean, the new character is named Luke, so it's pretty hard not to like him. But I don't
Some
even know him that
bias.
well. Yeah. What up?
I'm just happy that my boy, my man from one of my favorite shows of all time, that Andrew Cody. I don't know if you watched my reaction. I even say before the reaction, I said before the reaction of my new video, I said, now let's wait for Ryu to punch the screen, and we're about to go crazy on this reaction.
Oh, you have another account, J-Rex?
That's cool, man. Can't wait for the next podcast. Next Tuesday, bro. Next Tuesday.
I just followed you too on that one.
Yeah, next Tuesday we'll be live.
Cool, man.
Next Tuesday we're gonna be live.
Yeah, I'm excited to play some Fallout. I'm excited to. I want to get you back on some Marvel Cosmic Invasion, Joe. I think that we could get some more difficulty out of that game, some more fun out of that game for sure.
Well, let's do this then. Let's do when we end this in a little bit. Let's do a couple matches of comp, see how far we get, and then after that we could hit some. After that, we could hit some Cosmic Invasion.
Word? Yeah, I'd be down for a little bit. Sure.
Be down. I have more energy for Cosmic Invasion and I got a good energy drink, so I'm good right now.
Joe's like, I'm staying up now.
I got stuff to do, man. We got followers to feed.
That's right. That's what happens.
I got 3 breaks. I can nap.
Damn, J-Rex, man. Thank you so much, dude. I seriously, I'm
you guys
head over
you
heels.
guys are awesome. Yes, rivals. Don't worry, man. We'll be there. I'm just gonna do something new with my stream, so it's gonna take me a minute to get set up.
Spaz. Come on, bro.
This is Peak. He's excited. He got to gold. He wants to get us to gold.
I'm just kidding. What do we want? What do you guys want for rivals characters past Deadpool?
Oh
And
yeah, that's a
Bloodstone?
good question. Well, obviously I want Cyclops.
So in the trailer, obviously we not only do we see Deadpool, but we see Elsa Bloodstone, but we also
Thanks, J-Rex.
there's little hints of Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur, and I think it would be cool for her to
That
come
could be
into
cool.
the game.
It's definitely an odd character to throw in, but
That'd be
I think
cool,
it's
Devil
okay to
Dinosaur.
throw in the odd character every once in a while. That's how you get Angela. That's how you get,
I'm
just like
excited
your
for this.
obscure-
I'm excited for this PVE mode. With the Sentinels.
Oh yeah, the X-Men
Oh, yeah.
Sentinels.
When is that supposed to be?
So hopefully soon, when Deadpool comes
I
in.
don't
I
know.
think
After
it
the
seems like-
winter stuff is over, I assume.
I just want to be Wolverine in the classic yellow suit and say, "I'm gonna send you back to Oz in pieces."
Mhm.
That should be awesome, dude. You rocking it as Cyclops, me as Wolverine. That should be fire.
Dude, I
We need to
want
get
that.
Cyclops.
I also want a DLC announcement for Marvel Cosmic Invasion.
I've been waiting, man. I want more X-Men.
Yeah, I want more. I want Cyclops at the least.
They
you
owe
know,
us Cyclops. They owe us Cyclops, bro.
They
It's
do.
not even.
They literally owe us Cyclops.
I'm trying to think. Rivals. Who else do I want to see in Marvel?
I mean, I'd kind of like to see Miles Morales. Say that.
I just want more villains, man. That's what I really want.
I was
want
just
more
gonna say I would
villains.
love Amora, the Enchantress. to
Amora would
in
be
the
cool.
game.
She'd be a
That'd be
strategist.
cool. See,
Um,
I think it'd be cool to get different Spider characters that are better than Spider-Man.
Yeah.
You know?
Better than Peter Parker.
Yeah.
I'd really like. I know that they're technically similar character, but they use the symbiote differently. I know that since we have Eddie Brock Venom, I would love to get Agent Venom.
Flash Thompson Venom. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Agent
yeah,
Venom.
yeah.
Yeah, totally different. Yeah, no, 100%, man. I'm right there with you, actually.
No
Cecile
worries, Kenna.
Oh,
in the
my
Marvel
God.
Rivals.
You can't go
Rivals.
anywhere without Chosen bringing up Cecile.
Mhm.
Cap is a beast as Moon Knight. Oh, well, thank you.
We're gonna
Appreciate
get
it.
a Stancy spinoff before we get a Cecile spinoff, dude.
You tell him, man. You
Cap
tell
is
him.
best
There's
as
another-
Moon Knight. What does that mean?
She was talking about me. That's Iris.
Oh,
She's on my rival squad.
you as in Cap. Okay.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
me.
I'm like,
Cap
what
is
does
best
that
as Moon Knight.
mean?
Captain America
Like
as
Captain
Moon Knight.
America is best as Moon Knight, but there actually is a story. It's a Brian Michael Bendis book. It's a Moon Knight story, and on the cover of it, he's holding Captain America's shield and Thor's hammer. And I've never read it, but it's supposed to be one of the better Moon Knight stories.
Man,
It
that's the
sounds
thing
cool.
that pisses me off. Out of
Chosen,
Marvel
no,
right now, man.
Chosen.
I wish Oscar Isaac wouldn't have walked away.
No,
We can get another
Chosen,
Moon Knight.
no.
That's not a big
No.
deal, and that's
Who'd
even
be the-
like
Who's gonna be
I
the next
know-
actor? Who steps in?
I don't know.
Are they even gonna continue doing Moon Knight at all in the first place?
They
No, like
could
that's the
eventually,
thing.
Well,
because
they could just
think about
throw
this.
Moon Knight into the universe rather than have him his own show.
Well, they're
you
gonna
know?
have to. They're gonna have to do something with Moon Knight because next, if I know people don't believe this is happening, but eventually, once all this multiverse jargon goes away, we're stepping into the supernatural. We're gonna get that blade eventually. It's gonna happen, and when it does, we already have Elsa Bloodstone in Werewolf by Night. We're gonna get that Midnight Suns. Strange will go from the Avengers to the Midnight Suns. So I can see that happening.
I was trying to remember for a while, but I didn't want to go back to DC while we were talking about Derry. About shit.
You don't
Any
remember?
other-
Anyways, I just want to say this really quick. So obviously we've seen Deadpool in the lock screen for Marvel Rivals for a bit now, and he was labeled a DPS. But now, if you go look now, he's labeled as a Vanguard.
Yeah,
So I
a
think
tank.
I think it would be really interesting if they somehow pull off that he's every role, or this is just messing, because he is. I think people really want, because he's such a fourth wall breaker of a character, that like he'll have lines like trash talking you as a player if he dies. Like people want that.
What people really want? People want him to. They want to take Galactica out and have him take Galactica.
I would love that.
Yeah, but
Could you
it's
imagine-
interesting
could you
how they
imagine
went from
playing-
DPS to Vanguard, and
could
maybe
you
we
imagine
might
playing-
see
play-
him move to the strategist role. Maybe, I don't know. It will be
I think
very
he's just
interesting
gonna
to see.
own every role. I think he's just gonna own every role. They're gonna make it where he just takes every role.
I
He's
had an idea
Deadpool.
too of like maybe he's a tank this week. Maybe
Yeah.
he's a strategist this week. Maybe
Yeah.
like every week it changes or something like that.
I just want to see. I just want to see the whole thing about my big thing is is Deadpool. I just love the idea of him being Galactica. When you're playing the game, you have a shitty team, and you're like, Deadpool is just like he's like, come on guys, you have to move the mission vehicle, or I'm not gonna get my chimichangas. Like,
Mhm.
That would be good.
Yeah,
I
that would
like
be
that.
fun. Or I've
Or
seen
like-
like if you die like 5 times as Deadpool, he's like, somebody's like, I want a voice line where like, you know, you're dying a lot or something. And he's like, who's playing me right now? Why are you throwing
Favorite
or
is what
something
he said
like
in
that?
my favorite is what he says in the Deadpool game if they get Nolan North back, is he'll say, player, don't drop it, I'll be right there.
Yeah.
Stop dropping the controller. Oh god.
I like
Chosen,
how
the power of my Apple Pencil compels you. Get Will Byers away from me. Do not say that to me.
not gonna
I do
lie,
not
man.
want
I'm-
Will
I'm-
Byers
I'm
anywhere
not gonna
in my
lie, like,
vicinity.
if this thing I'm hearing about Deadpool is true, as much as people have talked about their feelings on Deadpool Wolverine and the nostalgia stuff, I really can't wait to have, if any character is allowed to be extra comedy and really funny in Doomsday, I just want to see Deadpool interact with everyone, just to go. Like, I'm trying to think what he's gonna say. I really am hoping, because it is fourth wall break and they are different universes. I really want Deadpool to see Pedro and go, Joel, you're alive?
Oh.
Like, that shit
Oh,
would
yeah,
be
if
so
he-
funny. Or like, I want them to pay off the joke from the first Deadpool movie when he sees Charles Xavier and Magneto. Are you McAvoy or are you Stewart? Which one are you? Are you Gandalf? What? Where's Fassbender?
Yeah, he looks at him and he goes, Gandalf? I would love that. Oh my god, I would love that.
Shit would be so good. Like, it's not even about the swearing, it's just about him looking around the room and just going like, huh? What?
Right. Yeah, no.
I just can't wait. I know people aren't super thrilled about the face reveal, but I really am hoping we get at least one scene of Doom pretending to look like Tony, just so he can go like, wait, we're fighting Iron Man? And then it's like, oh wait, no, this is Tropic Thunder. You're a dude playing another dude. Okay. That shit would be
A
so
dude playing a dude playing a dude playing a dude
playing a
disguised as
dude.
another
Yeah.
yeah.
Again,
That shit
damn
would be
it.
so good. That shit would be so funny.
You two can keep talking. I must leave now. Especially with Chosen's
imagine there's a
comment.
scene-
I must go.
I know where
I
imagine
will-
if there's a scene with like
We're about to wrap anyways. I just want
Yeah,
to say a
I
couple
will
last
see y'all
things.
later.
imagine there's a
Easy.
scene with like Doctor Strange and Doctor Doom, and they've got both like, and they're both looking like their Sherlock personas, and Deadpool's like, wait, Sherlock Holmes? No shit. What are you doing over here? That shit be so good, dude. There's so many good combinations that you can go. Or dude, because Disney's cross platforms, you know, it'd be so funny because the timing, especially since it came out this last December. What if he sees Mystique and he goes, Avatar? Here?
That would be funny.
Shit would be so
I really
funny.
want them to like replace the mission point or whatever with a chimichanga like
Oh, that'd
band.
be so good. That'd be
Yeah.
so good.
That would be amazing. And the other thing I was going to say about DC earlier, but didn't want to bring it up, about James Gunn saying Batman is boring.
Yeah.
I get that. I feel Batman became so popular that now, like, we've told all his stories so many times. You know what I mean? Like, there's
You
not
gotta do
much
something to
left.
spice it up. Yeah.
Right. But and in that case, what I want to see is Constantine and Batman together. Give me
Yeah,
the
something about
supernatural.
Guillermo del Toro was still talking about Justice League Dark, that Batman was going to be in his film.
Dude, I'd be all about it. That would be cool.
James Gunn wants to get some crazy wins. He should just bring Guillermo del Toro in for a crazy DC horror project.
Oh yeah, that'd be great. But I think I'm about out of subjects myself, Joe. Unless you got
Yeah,
anything
no,
else.
I'm just seeing where the chat's at. I was just enjoying our little banter
Oh,
on
for sure.
things. I also
For
love
sure.
the idea that like whenever people are gonna yell at me in game if I'm playing Deadpool, I'm just gonna say at the beginning of the match, no worries. I'm gonna do this with 2 swords and maximum effort. There's so many good lines in the Deadpool movie.
There are a lot.
Against
There's a
all
lot of them.
the stuff. Like imagine you're like trying to reload your guns, and you're like, I only have 12 bullets, so you're gonna have to share. Or like imagine you get to the part of the match and the team's doing really bad, and they're trying to like push up on you, and you're like, this guy got the right idea. He wore the brown pants. That
No, they
shit
could
be
definitely
so
do a
good.
lot. They could definitely do a lot.
Oh my god, yeah. I'm trying to think who he would interact with in that game that we haven't seen him really interact. I guess this is just me personally, because they haven't done this in the MCU yet. Since there's so many attractive women in Marvel Rivals, I just look forward to the banter when he walks up to all of the girls. Because they'll never make
That
this
should
into a
be
movie,
good.
but my dream Deadpool movie as a solo Deadpool movie was, because the whole fourth wall break, I wanted Deadpool getting trapped in Disneyland and like going and like trying to
would be
sleep with
good.
all the princesses and just like they all like, keep smacking.
That would be good. That would be
That
good.
shit would have been funny. I was like, oh my god, that. Yeah, no, there's just something about Deadpool that just like he's a character that you just constantly. You gotta love.
J-Rex actually just messaged me saying that this may be his favorite podcast now. So,
Peak.
dude, very cool to hear.
Spread
very
the
cool.
word, man. We're just 2 dudes doing what we're doing as dudes.
Just 2 dudes, man.
There's no script here. There's no filter. There's just we're doing what we do.
But
Nope.
I think that's about it, Joe. Unless you
Yeah, all
got-
right, guys. We're gonna wrap up and we're gonna pop on PlayStation and play some games.
All right. Thank you
So we'll
guys
see you guys
so
soon.
much for watching. We got some
Yeah.
big episodes coming for the last ones of the year. It should be fun. And check out our channels. Keep up with us. We'll be back next Tuesday
Yeah.
at 5 p.m. Eastern Time,
See
4
you guys
p.m.
soon.
Central. You have a great one. Thank you all for the support. Much love.
Yep. See you soon. Thanks, guys.
That's a Game Boy production.